Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to the meat and potatoes of tonight's show. We are on the second of 3 DLCs. Of course, the whole playthrough of this entire game is blind. Never done it before, don't know what's coming up. This will be the finale of Seeker Slayer Survivor, a big DLC that's been based around fighting in this crucible, this kind of championship for this hunter god aspect that's going on. We are now currently inside essentially the realm of Toamowhai, this god thing, and we're speaking to the three humans, whatever they are, the three sentient people that became the aspect of the Seeker, the aspect of the Slayer, the aspect of the Survivor. And there's all kinds of things are afoot. This one, the slaying face, Wahemi, is trying to escape his duty here, and all the souls that die in the arena normally travel through to the pillars of eternity, but he's broken it. He's broken the connection, and all the souls are glutting up and building up. So we got to this cliffhanger of talking to this guy and encountering him last Sunday. So we're going to press on. I have no doubt that the choices we make here will affect the overall outcome and plots and story in the synopsis that we'll get at the end, and possibly even anything else that's left to do. Anything else that's left to do story-wise. So Marco Polo the Killer, thank you so much for the lurk. Darken says I'm going to have to go through the VOD to make some clips of the opening. Go for it. And Edgy says story is week has been spent making job applications, playing Animal Crossing, accidentally saying yes to another group cosplay. Oh cool, what kind? And failing to make a good D&D character. Oh, I don't believe that. Accidentally made a character that was basically Hawkeye from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So you did make a good D&D character. Clearly a ranger or a hunter from a Hawkeye. That's awesome. But yeah, Darkens, please do. That was an extremely funny and odd sort of ending. So far we've talked to two previous the Seeker, the person who's the face of the Seeker. So it's a bit paranoid about hitting my cable here up there. And then no, just the Survivor was up there. The Seeker was on this little platform here. We're now going towards the Slayer, who's the one causing all the trouble. So we're gonna have to see how this goes. But so, like, good luck with the job applications, Jezi Strike. I really hope they go well for you and you get something you want. Yes, exactly. I mean, you can do it all the time, but yeah, it's that's the story sort of part. So here's the crystal. Okay, while we've got dialogue and voice acted bits, I'll be muting sound effects and pausing alerts, and then when it's back to normal, I'll turn them back on again, and I'll read and catch up with everything in the meantime. It's a lot easier to do all that when we're in the middle of fights, which I expect we'll get some pretty soon. Okie dokie. Alright. Oh, but well, before I start, I just saw something in there. Story Sunday. After what? Oh yes. And Imi says, my day was great. I went to a treetop rope course. All you do is walk random objects in the trees while trying not to fall, and a rope is attached to you. That's awesome. I also had like 4 rope rides across a big ass river. And after that, I went to the pool to swim. That's a brilliant weekend. Awesome. I remember those kinds of adventure park places, Imi. I'm jealous. That sounds great. That sounds really fun. I'm glad you had a good time. That was an amazing Sunday. Or was that like your whole weekend away? Right. The slaying face's form coalesces around his cackling smile. Though the spirit's features lack the fine details of a living visage, his razor-sharp teeth appear bright, opaque, and far more solid than anything else in this realm.
The champion of the hunt. You make me proud. Prove me right!
He claps his huge hands together in a single sharp crack.
And now you will set me free.
Will I now?
Hold on. What?
Constantine says what we're all thinking.
The Lord of the Hunt has the greatest of honors for you. Immortality!
Why do I get the feeling that he's going to try and trap me here?
The strength and fury will live forever. You will speak for Toamowhai. You will become as a god.
Option 1. Okay, so we got a few responses to this. Option 1. I am flattered, but must decline. Option 2 sounds like quite the deal. Option 3, I spilled blood in your name in the crucible. This is how you repay me. Option 4, I don't think that the Lord of the Hunt wants to see more of me. That's probably true. Or 5, a god like you, I take it, stuck inside a statue. Now, interestingly, none of these immediately will unpause the sounds while I'm sort of doing my character's thought process, what would suit playing him consistently. None of these leap out as like his natural approach. So Krayven, this fire godlike monk who's the player character, generally benevolent, nice, and but not as straightforwardly lovely as he was in the first game. A bit more pragmatic, a bit more sarcastic on occasion. So option 1, I'm flattered but I must decline. I feel like that's like, sure, thanks very much, but no thanks. Probably wind him up. 2, sounds like quite the deal. I don't know if that's sarcastic or playing along or genuinely meant, but doesn't really feel like him. I would do 4 because I like being a smart ass. Yeah, I have to admit, that one was standing out to me, Darken. So 3, I spilled blood in your name in a crucible. This is how you repay me, knowing that it's a bit of a trick and everything else. I'm loving these effects out in front of the crystal, by the way. And 4, I don't think the Lord of the Hunt wants to see more of me. Now, this is kind of standing out because the Lord of the Hunt is actually Galawain. Toamowhai is this kind of fake made-up god that has essentially ended up being associated with Galawain, who's the actual god of the hunt for the whole planet. On 5, a god like you, I take it, stuck inside a statue. That's a bit more kind of, yeah, I see what you're doing and I know you're bullshitting me. I'm flattered but I must decline is kind of suitably diplomatic. That's in character. 2 sounds like quite the deal, doesn't specify that it's sarcastic, so I think that's out. This one seems very whiny and ranty and self-righteous. I spilled blood in your name, this is how you repay me, so no. This one's too straightforward. It's like he's trying to play it kind of like he's doing me a favor. He's obviously lying to me. He wants out of here and he's trying to play it off like a reward to see if he can get away with that. So I'm not going to throw that back in his face. It would either be a polite but direct rejection. But this one, I don't think the Lord of the Hunt, in this playthrough, his character's evolved. He's got a bit more sarcasm at times, a little bit more kind of, but kind of edge when the situation requires. But this isn't being directly rude to Wahemi. It's kind of like, yeah, by the way, I've got a bit of a history with Galawain and he's not all that keen on me. So I think we're going to go with option 4. Being a bit of a smart ass, but I don't think that the Lord of the Hunt wants to see more of me.
Toamowhai would not have guided your slaughter were this moment not meant to be.
Toamowhai is not real, dude. Yeah. Been conflated with Galawain, who's the actual god of the hunt.
You have earned this prize. You have earned eternal life. Take it.
Getting a bit desperate. He's getting a bit desperate, wanting to give it away. And Edgy says, "Oh yeah, with her group cosplay, so she been doing a job application. The D&D character who's basically Hawkeye, and the group cosplay thing was her friend's idea. So it's OC's, and it's sort of personifications of Holiday's warrior guild. So you're going to be like a warrior of New Year's. So I'm New Year's, and she's going to be like that one white drunk girl at the party, and she has a confetti bazooka. Oh my god." How drunk am I? So that chick. Oh, that's good. That's good. Your New Year's. So you're going to be a warrior of New Year's as a cosplay. That's a really original idea. I like it. Well, of course, we got the cosplay tailors. If you've got any shots in development when it's ready. So you've earned this prize. Take it. Take it. Yeah, that chick. This song's about me. Option 1. I'd rather be free to hunt, to kill. I'll do both you if need be. Oh goodness, that took a bit of a dark turn. 2. Even if I agreed, how do you plan to do this? 3. If you want to escape, why did you break the pillar? 4. If you think I'm going to help you, you're mistaken. Again, 3 now is let down right away. Because this one, again, option 1's a bit too angry. I'll kill. I want to be free to do all this. I don't really care about hunting. I just came here for the DLC. Option 2, I don't really intend to go along with them. 4, if you that's too much of a direct refusal. So I'm thinking 3. I want to find out, like, okay, look, let's just be honest. I know you want to escape, but as part of this genius plan that you've come up with, why did you smash the soul flowing thing? Why did it... this feels like an attack. Mandy, Councillor Mandy feels targeted. She feels like kind of, why are you making this about me? I'm sorry. I can do aught but respond to the townspeople, Mandy. We know this. Right, so why did you break the pillar? What did you do, Wahemi? I was away for 5 minutes. What did you do? Why were you fighting with your sisters? So, if you want to escape, why did you break the pillar?
I needed the souls of the vanquished to fill this place, to gorge on them and ready myself for the trials to come.
I appreciate the honesty, but yeah, he's just been glutting himself on souls illegally stolen. That's fine.
But most importantly, I knew the broken pillar would bring you. A lure that would attract only a watcher.
Ah, it was a trap all along. Darn, and I fell for it. With enough alcohol, I'm that chick. Oh, aren't we all? I'm definitely the guy equivalent of... I'm just generally a pretty happy drunk. I get even more talkative, if you can believe it. And, sorry, there's background noise in the house. I get even more chatty and whatever. I'm generally a pretty merry and pretty happy, frivolous kind of fellow.
You will fix the river of souls.
Wahemi points towards the broken Ardra pillar. Well, yeah, I have to admit that I was thinking of doing anyway, but right.
We gaze into each other as only watchers can, until I wear your living hide and you walk the heavens.
Oh, you want a body swap? When he said gaze into each other, I was sort of like, well, this is getting overtly sexual.
When I walk in your body, I will adapt, will be free, will hunt Aora once more!
Uh-huh.
You really ought to keep those kinds of thoughts to yourself, friend.
In more ways than one. Thank you, Constantine, for being the voice of the people and what we're literally all thinking.
You will have to kill me first.
And Rekka had something to say here. Interesting. Option 1, and if I refuse? Option 2, sounds like a plan. How do I start? 3, I have a lot of questions. Probably going to be this. 4, excuse me, I need to contemplate some things before making my decision. Now that is not only a nice little get out of it clause, or at least that is a little bit of a game giveaway. That's a little sort of games design giveaway that don't sort of commit. It's not just talk 1, 2, 3, carry on. And there's a hunt in the chat. Let's do it. Is that Councillor Mandy?
What a lovely day!
Councillor Mandy's leading us out for a hunt. Everyone jump on that. Mandy leads the best hunts. There's s'mores and snacks and the good kind of lemonade. Not that cheap 7-Eleven stuff, but the posh lemonade. She brings all the best things on Mandy's hunt. So get that exclamation mark hunt in the chat if you want to get yourself some extra channel points, some creds, KR, exclamation mark KRED if you want to learn. Mandy always brings snacks, not just snacks, the good snacks. The house that all the kids like on Halloween, because she gives out the full-size Snickers and all that shit. I'm like a hobbit, we always have food. Excellent. Lemonade from the Cult of Lemons. That reminds me of a Sarah Silverman joke. When life gives you AIDS, make lemonades. So you'll have to kill me first. But yes, this... excuse me, I need to contemplate, sir. I think once we're done talking, like that tells me that we can talk to all 3 of them and possibly go back to the previous ones to see if stuff we've been told by one affects stuff that the others said, because we've only been given part of the story, part of the ruse, the plan, the scheme from each of the 3 aspects. So hopefully we'll still be able to do this no matter what we do, because I want to say I have a lot of questions, find out some more, because some dialogue options you have to take them in order to open up future options, and I hope that this number 4 stays there. Excuse me, I need to contemplate. So we're going to pick option 3. I have a lot of questions. Lurk BRB soon. No worries, no worries, no worries. Everyone dive into Mandy's snacks while she's away.
Yes, would expect as such. I bash better than I talk.
Me too.
But I will try to answer clearly.
By bash, I mean masturbate.
So, what is it?
The Alma rolls his shoulders, waiting. Ah, plated dust viper. 5. Okay, stabs. Hey, evil Jess. Hello, how are you? And that's a nice even split between the hunters. Excellent. Few ticked along. Few of us came along for a nice little chill hunt. Okay. Okay, we didn't die. You're good, you're good. Victory. Victory indeed. Could be catching. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The Nook has been blown out of the water. Yeah, I will pause and say a little bit of thing there, because it's one of the rare occasions where I've actually dropped a couple of links in the town. Omega Club 6. Thank you so much for the 75 biddies. You beautiful, beautiful soul, you. Bless you. Thank you. But yeah, the Nook has been crushing it. I know loads of you townspeople were over there because obviously my people like myself and Redweird and other Nookians who are friends like Hampsh and Avinus and Tugboat and all these people I know have got crossover to a greater or lesser or some degree with our communities and people. It was really awesome seeing a shitload of you there, and obviously a couple of you saw the link in the town square, or you already are a resident weirdo in Weirdo Manor as well as a Krayven's Town resident right here, and yeah, they're smashing out of the water for an amazingly good cause. So thank you for coming over and hanging out here. But if you have got their tab up as well still of whoever's the latest one on, good on you for that. It's really cool. Yo, Councillor Superclass is back on dry land. Hello mate, how are you doing? Happy Sunday. Okay, so he goes, so what is it? So Alma rolls his shoulders, waiting. So we've got a few choices. Let's see. So we've got 3 things we can mention. Option 1, I suspect Exika wants to leave as well, but you already knew that. But you knew that already, right? 2, as I approached, I saw a memory. Was it an image of your death? 3, you should make peace with the role you've rightfully earned. I like this one because we saw this. As I approached, I saw a memory. Was it an image of your death? Legit progress. The ultimate emote combo on all of Twitch. Right there. The single greatest emote combo on the entire platform is legit progress. So as I approached, I saw a memory. Was it an image of your death?
Which one?
Huh? The soul folds his arms as he spits the words.
I have seen much. Maybe too much. Am watcher to others. I'm also watching to self.
Oh, interesting. Wahemi is actually was a watcher in his own right. No wonder he needed someone like me. Watchers are very, very rare people. Not good. You got sick. Oh shit. So I was put out of moving duty and put to bed rest. I'm sorry to hear it. You need to pick up some little lurgy in the last stint of your offshore tour. And then you've come back in with it. I'm wishing you a speedy recovery. I hope it's nothing too serious, man.
I can see many of my deaths from before Wahemi was Wahemi.
Okay, options. Option 1, so you're awakened to your... so he's not necessarily... Maybe he's a watcher, but he's awakened to his past lives. When did that first happen? Or exactly how many deaths do you remember? As yeah, being an awakened soul means that you can... Either you can have in this world, there's reincarnation. Is like a big thing with soul memories. And sometimes a previous soul wakes up in a current person. Toma! Thank you so much for the
My sleep schedule is messed up. Hoi everyone.
Hoi indeed, and thank you so much, Citizen Toamowhai, for the 300 battle-ready and slightly homoerotic bitties. That is beautiful and wonderfully kind of you. And of course, for a little bit longer, not for much longer now. I think there's like 4 more days, but that just shared more of the stream with Pride, the Pride 2020 emotes with the chat. So thank you, bless you. I'm sorry your sleep schedule is messed up. I can totally empathize, totally sympathize with that problem, and I hope it gets resolved for you faster than it has been getting resolved for me, and you get a good night's rest tonight.
What's a sleep schedule? I haven't heard that name in years.
I haven't either. I'm playing along like I know what it is, Imi. Good question. So go!
A Krayven's Town bus tried to run me over. Thankfully I had a Krayve 1 enforcer with me. I deemed their ticked of cause of today's bit bomb changing their routes.
Clearly. I also like that the text-to-speech reads out the Crave 1 Enforcer. That's perfect. That's the tier 3 right there, the Enforcer, that personal bodyguard that the lords and ladies of Cravenstown get. Dunno, who's she? Yeah, some overrated thing. Darkens, bless you, for the 75 biddies as well. Every 20 minutes it cools down. Immy. So it's just like once it's finished cooling down. You can find out how long the cooldown is left by doing the hunt command, and if it's available, it will automatically trigger, and then just use the sound effects day and all to let people know that it's fired up. So yeah, there's probably another 15 minutes or so on the next one. And the bot will announce it as well, Immy. So you'll see if you see it, there'll be a message that goes, "The hunting lodge is ready." Blah blah blah. It'll pop up in the chat. So options: you're awakened to past life. When did that first happen? And exactly how many deaths do you remember? I'll take the first option. So you're awakened to your past lives. When did that first happen?
When I was more boy than man, would dream of past lives and past deaths.
And yes, sorry, I should say about the reincarnation. Those of you who don't already know the lore of this game, so sometimes you can have a previous soul awaken in you, and then you've essentially got two personalities trying to occupy one body, and it drives people insane. He's a bit rarer in that he's only his own soul is active and awakened, but he can remember all his past lives in his current incarnation. And although he says he was a watcher, doesn't sound like he actually is. Whereas my character is a watcher, and a watcher can see and talk to the souls of the dead and see the souls of past lives in other people, which is a very, very rare thing. Two souls. Oh, Jess, why? No one needed that mental image. Two souls, one cup. Essentially, yes. You sick individual. All of them at the fair point. Away! No. Toma, I agree with the no. All of them on the crucible on Kazuari.
Of course! Greatest slayer must be born among greatest hunting trails.
It's getting too warm in here already. It's a hot day today. Constantine flicks his eyes between you and Wahemi, almost seeming to vibrate with nervous energy. Something about this doesn't sit right with him. Oh shit! That took us right back. We didn't get to ask how many past lives he's had. Ah shit. I suspect Execa wants to leave as well, but you knew that already, right? Wahemi stares at you in silence with an expression of confusion simmering upon his face. Oh dear, maybe he didn't know that. Oh bums. Man, it's a hot one, like 7 inches from the midday sun. It is savage today. Is anyone else cooking at the moment? Anyone else absolutely cooking?
No, you must be confused. Axica built this place.
What?
Loves her little trap. Too fragile and fearful to fleet.
Nope, she definitely wants out.
Besides, she helped me and told me of Tooth of Toamowhai.
Tooth of Toamowhai? What's the Tooth of Toamowhai? His hand glides towards his hip, and in one smooth motion slides a small shard from his belt. As soon as I read 7 inches, I was like, oh, what horrific sexual innuendo was Evil just made now? He just meant distance from the sun. The onyx shard resembles a broken shark tooth, gloss black, with golden speckles and veins. It sounds like a piece of meteor or something.
Axica says this came from deep within Toamowhai's realm. I wrapped the end in leather. Now it hits hard and fast.
Okay.
What do you want to wager? That's the only way out of this God's damned mess.
I could still say to him, you should make peace with the role you've rightfully earned. I don't think he will. I could maybe try it, but then we've got enough questions, we have a matter to settle, and hopefully I've still got the option. I need to go away and contemplate this for a little bit, because I want to go back and talk to the other people to see if we can talk to the others again if they reappear, because that option implies that that's probably worth doing. He just wants you to pull out, man. Just do it. You should make peace with the role. I want to see what he reacts to this. How he reacts to this. Should make peace with this role you've rightfully earned.
Make peace?
He shakes his head in large, arcing motions.
Toamowhai teaches all to struggle for better. I will not be denied the thrill of the living chase any longer.
Fair enough. Okay, right, that's exhausted that. So enough questions, we have a matter to settle.
Yes, yes. And Watcher has come to an answer?
Okay. So we got one of us has to relent, and it's not going to be me. That'll probably lead to violence. And 2, I am your chosen. Now, this is a unique one because of the 3 paths. When you're doing the final bit of the Crucible, you can choose the path of the Seeker, Slayer, or Survivor. And I chose the Slayer. I became the champion. So I'm actually his champion specifically. So this, I am your chosen. I demand to know more about your plan, what's to become of me. However, I don't know if picking one of these 2 will rule us out of this 3rd one. So I'm going to say, excuse me, I need to contemplate some things for making my decision. I get the impression that these are one of the 2, so excuse me.
What is there to consider? Perhaps you need a moment to grieve? That is understandable.
What?
Return when you're done crying and ready to accept.
Fuck you, I'm not crying. You're crying. Kind of funny. Oh, it's totally called it. Totally called it. Look, right, all 3 of them have reappeared. All 3 of them have reappeared. Okay, cool. So I was on the money with that. It's definitely the right decision, or at least to get more lore, to get more feedback, to go and contemplate. So now we can talk to all 3 as we see fit. Good. It's oh yeah, Imi, the quotes, the quotes. People deliberately take any that can be misinterpreted sexually, especially, or parts of them that can be misinterpreted in a really terrible way, and save those. Oh, it's just exclamation mark quote for a random one, or you can do quote space and then a particular number to get a specific one. Darksiders 2, yep, sounds about right. Fuck you, I've allergized, especially one evil person. Yes, there's a certain evil person, and also Sapphire. Sapphire's kind of the quote queen. She's very good at saving some absolute gems. Oh, is everything murder? Yay, murder, murder, murder. No penetration. That's a recent one. I think there's a couple, but if there are, they'll be very, very recent. Oh, don't forget the space between. Sorry, Darkins, I know you're on a phone and you probably meant to do it. Overwatch. Suck it, bitch. Oh, XCOM, yes, being in Overwatch. Alright, let's go and talk to the Survivor face again, see what new that comes out. Probably there's a very short cooldown. There you go. Flying little bastard, come down and make my life miserable here. Oh yeah, there's loads. There's I think there's like 450 quotes at this point. Anyway, Aruke, the Survivor face.
Watcher?
Aruke's head lowers slightly in greeting. The soul sits almost motionless, awaiting your questions in tranquil silence. Oh, we've got a bunch. Oh, look at this! Metaphysics. That's a high metaphysics check. That's a skill check right there. Didn't have that before, so I have a rule, except in very specific circumstances, I tend to always take skill checks. Skill checks give you additional options and usually better ones. Oh, we haven't hit 450. I'm wrong. So Wahemi seems certain that this ends with me, with either me trapped or in bloodshed. Help me convince him otherwise. 4, let me out or I'll start destroying all of you until I'm free. 5, wait a moment, I'll be back. But we've got a skill check. Let's see what it says. A metaphysics check specifically. The 3 of you arrived at the same time, yet you were each alive at vastly different times in history. I believe you are all a single soul awakened to your own past lives. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, there's 440. I definitely want to take care of this lady in the brothel. Yeah, there's a good example. It was someone I was supposed to take out. A bandit in the brothel. A lady bandit. Not sexy, sexy fun times. Or option 6, fuck this, destroys everything. I totally could. But definitely doing that metaphysics thing. So the 3 of you arrived at the same time, yet you were all each alive at vastly different times. I believe you were all a single soul awakened to your own past lives. That's really fascinating, if it's true.
That'll explain why they're all a pain in the ass.
Ha! Constantine, he's right as usual.
If we share the same soul, that would mean...
The Amua, or the Amaua soul, the Almua. Oh God, I could always get this wrong. The Almua soul taps at their chin in thought.
It would mean any attempt by any one of us to escape is both unlikely to work and likely end in our ruin.
Ah, there's a game changer. One of them can't escape because they're essentially all one person, or they're all different people from out history, but they've been reincarnated. So one of them came first, and then a bunch of reincarnations later, the same soul was in another person. Then a bunch of reincarnations later, the same soul was in the third one. But because they are actually sharing one soul, none of them can get out of here. They have to all be in here or none. All right, so we're between 440 and 450. We're between 440 and 450. You can't just will it. You gotta wait. Welcome back, Mandy. I hope the call went okay.
Unfortunately, I have little reason to believe Wahemi will accept this.
He sighs. Option 1. Wahemi seems certain this ends with either me trapped or in bloodshed. Help me convince him otherwise. Actually, before I click that, wait a moment. I'll be back.
Where would I go?
That's a good fair.
When you're ready, I will be here.
End dialogue. Right, so that metaphysics thing, that question was well worth it. Possibly convincing him otherwise would help. Let's see if Exeter here has got anything else to say. And then I might go back and ask Wahemi this, and then maybe I'll get some different options about... I wouldn't mind following up that question about being his chosen, but... I just like the idea of being the Slayer chosen, being consistent with what the Crucible was about. I'm not so interested in supporting him as a character. I didn't really want to kick that dog. That just makes me sound terrible. Okay, Exeter.
You return.
The soul of Exeter nods at your approach, bowing slightly in cordial salutation. Not pegging, pogoing, not pegging. Yes, I kept confusing pogoing in Hollow Knight with the word pegging.
What would you have of me?
Let's see. Okay. Right, so I need to know more about this place. Did we pick that before?
This is no typical temple to Galawain. It was designed to advance our understanding of soul manipulation. Actually,
we've had this before. Yeah. We'd had that before.
Was made
yeah, we've had that before.
In a manner of speaking.
Oh yeah, that's it. You can go back because we picked this option before. So there's still 3 we haven't done. You use the name Galawain when others here use Toamowhai. Why?
Toamowhai was a mythic figure.
Oh yeah, we've had that before.
A great 3-headed monster. The greatest of all predators.
That's probably the latest quote, unless there was... Yes, that's the latest quote. There wasn't any for FTL this week, which is surprising. I haven't had as many prostitutes in today's stream. That was I think Sapphire added that one. Right, so we're up to quote 446.
We featured it prominently in our designs here on Kazuwari, in part to appease their overbearing king.
It's an excellent quote indeed.
Over time, Galawain bent the figure to his purposes. He may have stolen its identity, but in doing so, he granted it a kind of godhood.
Okay, how long ago was this all built, and what sort of inspiration did watchers like me provide?
A watcher can seek souls in the in-between, but more curiously, those souls can see them back. The mechanism within the Crucible attempts to replicate that signaling property, only without a mortal body that is susceptible to death or disease.
Okay.
Every hunter chases Galawain in their own way. Mine was to have Galawain come to me.
So she's not an Almua. She's an Engwithan. So this place is one giant trap for the souls of those who lose at combat.
Do I hear an accusation in your words?
Oh yeah, no, this is the only option I haven't used up yet. No.
To a hunter, or
okay.
But yes, we designed the Crucible.
Yeah, we've had this before.
Feeds off the living too?
It does not allow those within the Crucible. Today,
We've had that before. We had that last week. So I don't normally skip dialogue, but I'll skip through stuff we've heard once or twice previously. So option 1, I think you manipulated Wahemi into stopping the flow of souls. 2, Wahemi thinks he can leave the beyond in my body. 3, the three of you are all united by a single soul. You war against yourselves. This one's probably safe to say. I think option 1 will lead to... Hunt in the chat is ready again. Ah, Imi was waiting for it. Imi was waiting for it. Imi was waiting for it. Let's go.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Okay. So, I think... Again, I'm trying to avoid coming to blows right away or putting things in motion that we can't go back. But I'm going to mention this that with a follow-up to the metaphysics question. The three of you are all united by a single soul. You war against yourselves.
Of course, we are united by Galawain, but we are each different aspects. It is in our nature to disagree.
Option 1, you each recall being here for the same duration. Wahemi is surrounded by his past lives. 2, you are different lifetimes of a soul that has served Galawain across many lives. 3, no, listen, the three of you are awakened memories of a single soul. You each recall... do you each recall being here for the same duration? Wahemi surrounded by his past lives. I think each one of these is more and more direct or less direct. So option 1 is the least direct. You're different lifetimes of a soul that served... Like 3... No, listen. The three of you are awakened memories of a single soul. We're going to just get to the cut to the chase here.
Krayven, will you continue to stream papers please until you beat all endings or just try to squeeze by and complete the game?
I don't know yet. Hey, Penneth, how you doing? Citizen Penneth and Citizen Tutsaka, I see you both in there. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for any lurking you've been doing already. Don't know yet, Imi. I will go with what feels right. I will go with what seems best. Unlikely we'll do 100% completion, but I can see a few more streams for a few more endings. We'll see how it goes. Stonecrusher Phoenix, damn, that's a good amount of hunters for a Stonecrusher Phoenix. So yeah, I'll play it by ear. I'll play it by ear, Emmy. Let's see. I think we'll cut straight to the chase. This is probably going to be an important one. No, listen, the three of you are awakened memories of a single soul. The soul falls silent, her chin cupped in her hand as she ponders your words.
Perhaps that is the truth. But what of it? What does it matter whether we are 3 minds or 3 souls?
Option 1, I think you knew this. You think that if Wahemi escapes, so do you. 2, it means that you shouldn't be fighting against one another, you're only fighting yourselves. 3, I suppose it doesn't. At this point, I know that she's manipulating things. Option 1, I think you knew this. You think that if Wahemi escapes, so do you.
50 Pyre says she denies the whole thing. What do you say, Captain?
Maya folds her arms and winks. Deal.
Pleasure doing business, Captain.
She shakes your hand with a firm pump and winks at you. She's kind of a bitch, but sometimes she's funny.
Let's have it then. My captain asked you a question. Is all of this some kind of elaborate escape trick, or isn't it?
Observing your exchange, Execa blinks and slowly shakes her head.
A clever theory, but only that.
Oh, really?
Don't mind me as I help myself.
Maya clears her throat and takes a pouch of coins from your pack. You've lost 50... God damn it!
Regardless, you have a problem to deal with, and it isn't me.
Okay, well, option 2, Wahemi thinks he can leave the beyond in my body.
It is a surprisingly interesting idea, especially given that you are a watcher.
Okay. Why should me being a watcher matter?
Theoretically speaking, you bridge the gap between the physical world, the here, and the metaphysical world.
They've got very, very direct names. The physical world is called the here. The purgatory between life and death is called the in-between. And the realm of souls, where they go before they're cycled back to the real world, is called the beyond. Crushing originality, I know.
Wahemi was a watcher.
Oh, he was, alright.
He may know something I do not.
Right, so that's confirmed. He said he was a watcher, but then the game dialogue said, okay, so you have an awakened soul. But Wahemi was actually a watcher, so he's just as rare. Maybe two watchers, but two watchers together are actually able to transfer consciousness, which would be really interesting. That was never covered in the first game. Is escape even possible?
Theoretically, though I highly doubt it.
Okay.
Wahemi will not listen to my words, however. I suspect he will only respect force.
Okay, option one, if not me, then through what?
Ultimately, it's less a matter of how he leaves than what he leaves behind.
We got an addendum added there. We're going to have a read of these quest addendums before we make a final decision.
Nature abhors a vacuum. Any attempt to leave one here will tear Wahemi apart.
Okay.
If he is to escape, he must leave something in his place. Something of significant spiritual puissance.
Good use of puissance, right? So some soul needs to be back. There's can't be a gap. What's here now is what makes it work. So something else needs to go in place.
Whatever suffered such a fate, however, would become enslaved by Galawain's will.
Right, so now it's out in the open. Although they're like, oh, this is a high and mighty honor, they are enslaved here. They are essentially trapped.
Can't say I like the sound of that.
Nope.
They would lose themselves, subsumed into the role of the faces of the hunt.
That's interesting. I'm surprised because these folks haven't. Their souls, although they're trapped here, are completely intact. And they've got all their everything. So, but if all three of them leave, the soul that comes in would become all three aspects at once. Maybe that would be too much to retain memories. Hey, no worries, Imi. No worries at all. Thanks so much for being here. Look forward to catching you on Monday and Tuesday. Have a good night's rest, my dude. Have a good night's rest. I hope you can finally discover what a sleep schedule is. And if you do, fill me in on the details.
Wahemi will not listen to my words, however. I
Legit
suspect
metal.
he will only respect force.
Legit metal indeed. Take care, mate. Really glad to have you back regularly in the community again. Pleasure. Back to my other questions.
What would you have of me?
Before I say this outright, I think you manipulated Wahemi into stopping the flow of souls.
Patience is one of our few luxuries.
Gonna take a
I
second.
will be here when you are ready.
Okay, end dialogue. Going to drop a quick save there. Going to have a little look at the updates we've actually had to the quest, the Champion of the Hunt. All of the DLC quests are in this Kazawari section. So, commune with the faces. So, I've earned the right to represent one of the faces of the hunt. In the Crucible's bloodiest battle, if I prove victorious, I'll be named Champion of the Hunt and become able to commune with the faces themselves, which is the case. Right, oh wow, we've got quite a lot. Now I've been crowned champion, I can speak with the faces of the hunt and learn more about Kazawari's crisis. I've entered a pocket of the, so commune with the pool of memories. I entered a pocket of the beyond through the pool of memories, answers, and perhaps a resolution to the troubles plaguing Kazawari are at hand. I met Erike, the kith soul behind the surviving face. Kith just means intelligent races. They told me that Wahemi, the slain face, severed the island's connection to the beyond. Iruki wants its bond restored. Exeter, the kith soul behind the seeking face, wants me to defeat Wahemi and restore the island's connection to the beyond. And Wahemi... Wahemi is holding Galawain's realm hostage, severed from the rest of the beyond. He wants another soul, mine, to take the place of the faces of the hunt so he may walk again in the flesh. And then here we got the other updates. It seems that those centuries separated their lives from one another. Exeter, Iruki, and Wahemi became the faces of the hunt at the same time. Perhaps some deeper bond links the three. Exeter believes that any strong soul could replace Wahemi's in the beyond. Perhaps I could convince him to accept another's. Or Exeter provided Wahemi with the knowledge he needed to sever Kazawari's ties to the beyond. Right, that's what we've got so far. Let's go back to her to see if she's got anything new.
Watcher?
Okay, nothing new there. It seems like Wahemi seems certain that this ends with either me trapped or in bloodshed. Help me convince him otherwise. think I'm going to go for this.
The slaying face is nothing if not predictable.
Right, and?
There might be some way to appeal to his pride, however.
Okay. Option 1, I believe Exeter has manipulated Wahemi in a bid to escape. Option 2, I'm left with little choice to destroy him. Or 3, let me out or I'll start destroying all of you until I'm free. Option 1, I believe Exeter has manipulated Wahemi in a bid to escape. I really do think so.
That would explain Wahami's sudden onset of long-term plotting.
Okay.
It is easy for me to endure this duty, but it is in Exeter's nature to seek, to aspire.
That's an interesting point. Essentially, each of them is living up to their nature. As the surviving face, she's all about patience, endurance, survival, so she can just do her duty. Seeking is knowledge, trying to discover, trying to do more, and slaying wants to fight, wants to get out. So she's really the only one of the three who's kind of content to be here.
And Wahami's to be the dumb brute you bludgeon folks with. Cute.
Constantine really hates all three of them.
I think you have seen through Axika's web. But will Wahemi accept it? Without her confession, I fear not.
But we get this option as well again.
The slaying face, there might be some way to appeal to his pride, however. Where would I go when you're ready?
Okay. Right, so we're starting to exhaust dialogue options there. Now I'm going to do a little bit of a dirty. I'm going to drop a quick save. Because, well, one, I want to just find out what happens if I outright accuse her. I don't know if that's to get her confession or not, but I just want to find out. If it fucks everything over, I'm going to reload. But I'm just curious to see what happens.
You return. What would you have of me?
I think you manipulated Wahemi into stopping the flow of souls.
I resent the implication. I have given lifetimes to Galawain. Why would I surrender the power I have earned?
Huh. There's a saying I heard once came from Adair. Was about, scepters and thrones?
The Crucible is my brainchild. The finest web a spider could desire. Why would I harm this place?
Oh, I like this. With insight of 8, clever delivery, almost didn't sense the sarcasm. And you got option 2, Wahemi said you told him about the tooth of Toamowhai. You wouldn't have without knowing how he'd use it. But there's also a skill check. Again, I think this one's quite a good one to use, but the skill check's like right there. Clever delivery, I almost didn't sense the sarcasm. This might lead straight to violence, but gotta take the skill check. If it does, I'll just take the option that I know I should. She shakes her head.
Believe what you will. I deny it.
Okay, yeah, so that did rule us out of things.
You return. What would you
Oh, okay,
have
we
of me?
can go back to it. Sorry, there's just a little my phone's screwing up a bit there, which is frustrating.
I resent.
Huh. There's a saying.
The Crucible is
Okay.
my brainchild. The finest web a spider could desire. Why would I harm this place?
Right, let's see if we can actually... Oh, so that led almost straight to violence. You said you told him about the tooth of Toamowhai. You wouldn't have without knowing how he'd use it. She shakes her head.
Believe what you will. I deny it.
Okay, so either or.
Patience.
Either or. Either or. Okay, so we can go back. We can go back to it. I'm not going to say that I believe the only way I believe this ends is with bloodshed to the surviving face. I think it's time to go back to Toamowhai. We've gathered about as much as we can and see what options we have here. Now, Wahemi. I think that metaphysics check is going to be the sort of a big shift.
Is he ready to accept his fate?
All right. So these are the only ones we previously had. One of us has to relent. It's not going to be me. That's probably going to lead to combat. I have a lot of questions we've kind of asked before. So we can go, Axika is using you. She's exploiting your desire to escape to secure her own release. Or what if there's another way? Some other soul to take your place or another body for you to claim. Interesting that choice is there.
What is the perhaps you need a mo?
Okay. I'm going to do a quick save again for potential reload because I'd like to see both at the same time. My preference, the one I want to take, is option 1. What if there's another way? To see what that gives us. But if I say Exka is using you, she's exploiting your desire to escape to secure her own release. I'm very surprised there isn't like you're all the same soul. You're all memories of the same soul isn't here. That's depressing. Maybe there's more in I have a lot of questions.
Yes. So, what is it?
Okay, Penneth, thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you've been having a good weekend, mate.
Yes. And Watcher has come to an answer.
Ah, here we are. I am your chosen. I demand to know more about your plan and what's to become of me. Let's try that. But then again, I'd like to go back to the original option if it all goes a bit Pete Tong. Yo, Citizen Lone Wolf, happy Sunday. 6 more minutes and then we can ride out.
I suppose you speak fairly.
Yeah, because that is a unique option we got for being his chosen. I haven't taken advantage of that at all yet. His features drop slightly as he rubs the back of his head.
I've long chafed in this prison. Would
Hey, no worries, mate.
Toamowhai to fight me for my freedom. Souls come and go, yet I must stay. Try to follow other souls, but Toamowhai has me chained.
Okay.
Doesn't help that cowardly Iruke and quiet Axika contentedly hide in here forever.
Option 1. So because you couldn't leave by way of the Ardra pillar, you smashed it. 2. You know you can't just saunter back into the realm of the living. That's not how it works. Or say nothing. Both of these are valid, or perhaps I should just say nothing. I think both of them are quite insulting, and the guy's already, he's the slaying face, so he's the angriest of the 3. Yeah, you smashed it, or I'm just going to say nothing.
In life, Axika helped make this place. The Crucible is based on Watcher magic, she says.
It is indeed. And Lone Wolf, how are you? How's your weekend been treating you? What's the story, Morning Glory? What have you been up to? How's your week been? What's your recap?
I was a Watcher, knew what she meant, knew I could draw another Watcher here, another Watcher to take my place. I took the ancient tooth of Toamowhai, made a dagger from the tooth, and smashed the pillar.
Okay.
Now Toamowhai's den fills with souls, and a Watcher comes to show the way out.
Okay, so we've got a new combat option. Your ignorance is too dangerous to be left unchecked. Let's end this again. I'd rather not. 3, excuse me, I think I need to hear what Exika has to say for herself.
Go then. Speak to the spider. That's what you want. But know that my answer is the only answer.
Okay. Hopefully we've still got the option for the soul choice. Been doing good, it's been chilling, and it has been cooler, so I can't complain. Oh, nice, it's starting getting hotter again for us. I don't mind that too much at the moment. It's not so hot, it's unbearable, and the last couple of weeks it's been really cool, chilled over. Too much, really, for summer. It's kind of weird. In the UK, we kind of had summer in spring. We're now having spring in summer. It's a bit backwards.
You return. What would you have of me?
Oh, she's got nothing new. She's got nothing new. Okay. Okay, let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got.
The Watcher, is he ready to accept his fate?
I thought I took this option already. Axika is using you. She's exploiting your desire to escape to secure her own release.
Axika's freedom means my freedom. What is the problem?
Option 1, she made you break the pillar. Option 2, you can move forward and meet the wheel, or you can stay here, but going back to the living just isn't an option. I'm sorry. She made you break the pillar. I really want to take the soul swap option, but I want to see what happens with this alternative, and I want to show it to you folks. She made you break the pillar.
What? Exika did not make me do anything.
Oh dear.
Old Spider Lady can do as Old Spider Lady wants. Not my problem.
Okay, so he didn't buy that. What if there's another way, some other soul to take your place, or another body for you to claim?
I hear you. Speak.
Option. Oh, interesting. Right, so we've got three options here, or four in fact, on second thoughts. One, there's a soul back in the Crucible named Muatu. He died for Toamowhai, for the faces. Jesus, no, he's been really helpful. He died to contact us. Two, Constantine here knows how to stir the spirits in chant, and he's more than familiar with the... I'm not leaving Constantine here. He got out of this. He won and wasn't intending to come back. Option 3, Galawain Toamowhai. He's on his way here. Maybe you can wrest control of his giant lizard. Oh, body swap with a dragon, or whatever it is. There's like a huge lizard being. Having an enormous the soul of an enormous monstrous beast would be a much better fit for what this place is. And then he's out. All right. Well, I'll do on second thought.
Yes.
Other questions?
What is it? Yes. And Watcher has come to an answer?
Why have we still got choices here?
I suppose I've lost.
So I'm going to rattle through this because that's...
Cowardly Eruke and quiet Axika contentedly hide in here forever.
So because you couldn't leave by way of the Ardra pillar, you smashed it?
No. I needed a Watcher to leave.
Okay.
So I smashed the pillar to attract a Watcher. You need the right bait to make a good trap.
Both, again, that's similar to what Exika said. It's 90 degrees all week, but it's dropped to the high 70s. So AC's been off for the weekend. Oh, lovely. And saves power and is good for the environment, Lone Wolf. Good stuff. Good stuff.
In life, Axika helped.
Okay, so this is the same as before.
I was a what? Now Toamowhai's den fills with souls.
Ready! Another hunt is ready.
Speak.
Another hunt is ready. Holy crap!
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
So many options.
The Watcher returns. Is he ready to accept his fate? What is perhaps...
Alright, I'm going to go back to the surviving face one last time. See if there's anything else that we can do. Oh no, you're grand. I'm doing so much back and forth of redoing of dialogue that I left it up. If I was fussed about it, I've got Mandy. I've got a function that will mute all the sound alerts. So if they're still available, it's either because I've forgotten to do it or that I'm okay with them being triggered. So you're a-okay. You're a-okay. I'll turn them off if I need them off.
Watcher? The slaying faith, there might be some way to appeal to his pride, however.
Oh, come on. All right.
Where would I go? When
hang on. Maybe I can do the other ones.
The slaying faith, there might be some way to appeal to his pride, however.
I'm left with little choice. I just want to see if this opens up anything else. I'm left with little choice but destroy Wahemi.
Though we are united in service of Toamowhai, I fear that for the Crucible to survive, this must be done. Perhaps conflict is inevitable, but I beseech you to seek another route.
Okay, so that just leads back to another one. And the only other option is let me out or I'll destroy all of you, which will not get anywhere either. We've completely exhausted her options. Totally. Another Stonecrusher Fiend is going to go down. We're all chomping at the bit for hunts. Clearly. Oh, nice one. Toots, Kersey, Mandy and Lone Wolf with quite a hefty split. Quite a hefty split of profits. With the other options I'm getting or not getting, it seems like Galawain's Beast is the best option here for avoiding violence.
Is he ready to accept his fate?
Because I'm really surprised that I don't have a dialogue option to mention to him, okay, seriously, you're all one of the same soul.
Yes, yes. So, what is it? Yes, yes. And Watcher has come to an answer? What is perhaps...
Alright, let's do it.
Is he ready to accept his
I'm a bit
fate?
gutted, that really cool metaphysics thing, and we had it with Exeter as well. What if there's another way, some other soul to take your place?
I hear you. Speak.
Option 3, Galawain, Toamowhai. He's on his way here. Maybe you can wrest control of his giant lizard from him. We're going to do that. I'm not giving up Moatu. I'm definitely not giving up Constantine. Those are both really horrible things to do. So, Galawain, Toamowhai. He's on his way here. Maybe you can wrest control of his giant lizard from him. Please let this work.
He comes? Ah! I knew he would!
Seems good so far. He pumps a massive fist into the air. Yeah! Galawain's coming. Yeah! Nice spins indeed.
Yes! I would take his little lizard from him. Then who would hunt who, huh?
He seems happy to be like to go from being a sentient kith to being a giant, magical, steroided up lizard.
But his tie to the beast will be strong. Without my axe, we would stand little chance of slicing it free.
I think I can kill that beast without your magic axe. Oh, look at this. Draw Slayer's Claw. This axe, you mean? We've got it. We've got it because we're this champion, the champions of the Slayer. We've literally got it. This axe, you mean? His eyes widen.
Of course! You are my chosen! I must have rocks for brains.
You clearly do. He slaps his forehead. He holds out Toamowhai's tooth to you and then retracts it at the last moment. No, no! Why the retraction?
You will hunt Toamowhai's beast. You will defeat it and slice free the god's leash.
It's your best chance, isn't it? Option 1, yes, no. This is a kind of yes without 100% committing to it. You're your own grandpa. It's your best chance, isn't it? He frowns and then presses the tooth into your waiting hands. You've gained an item, Tooth of Toamowhai. Usable only by Watcher. Grants rightful vengeance. Is this another unique trinket? This pointed shard of metal thrums with unspent energy. Ribbons of gold periodically flare and dim like living embers trapped beneath its onyx surface. A broken edge suggests this was either snapped off or melted from some larger object. What it was and how it came to be this way are a mystery. In recent history, it was called the Tooth of Toamowhai and used to shatter an Ardra pillar. The extent of its power can only be surmised. Right, let's see what Rightful Vengeance does. It increases might and resolve by 1 until the end of combat, each time a party member is knocked out. That's a bit rubbish. Because if that's happening at all, it means you're failing.
Hunt well, brother Slayer. Kill that lizard for all of us.
So, we're definitely going to be fighting a massive lizard. Oh, quest completed, Champion of the Hunt. Okay. Yo, Citizen Gearbox, here I am. I'm lurking on my own again. It's restored. Achievement unlocked. Opener of the way. I'm not going to do the stupid meme. And there's the route back. There's the route back. The completed circuit thrums with the flow of souls. You sense strong feelings of joy, despair, and everything in between resonating from the Ardra as the essence streams through it. What? Can't say I like that item. Yeah, it's not great, is it, Lomor? As you enter the flow, the sensations become almost auditory. Cries of relief, tears of happiness, screams of agony, all echo at the edges of your senses. They melt together into an incoherent chaos that rushes past your ears as you're swept against the current by the gravity of your physical form. He gave you the tooth and nothing but the tooth. Ha! Jess is on it. Jess has got the banter tonight. Someone had their banter bix this morning. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense because in England we call it Weetabix, but over there you call it Wheaties. Never mind. It was funny to Brits. You feel your body nearing. Option 1, return to the here. Option 2, use the tooth of Toamowhai to again cut the crucible off from the beyond. No! Return to the here. Although I love that that option's still there. That's kind of cool. I call it being evil. So Krayven is going back to Krayven's town. Very much so. This is how it works every time. You slam into your body as if falling from a great height. You wake with an involuntary gasp to find Ngari looking down at you. Alright. You actually got the DLC loading screen there. It's kicking off. I hear the grumbles of big beasties. Ngari helps you to your feet. The Alma's large palms are surprisingly rough and dry. He pulls back, looking at your hands in blank surprise.
Where did that come from?
You hold the tooth of Toamowhai in your grasp. Somehow, you return from the beyond with a physical object. You become gradually aware of shouted orders and panicked screams in the distance.
Wouldn't believe us if we told you.
Constantine, as always, voicing the Vox Populi. Plays some sexy sax music.
A question for later. What matters is that you're back. And just in time.
2 seconds. Where's Humairi? Sounds like I might have missed something. 1. Muatu, you still here?
Still here and happy to see you.
Yay! Muatu's still here. Where's Humairi?
She's outside.
He shakes his head and points towards the exit to the arena.
What in the name of Margaret's flame and other things is going on out there?
A huge reptile erupted from the inland sea. It attacks the crucible.
Yay!
Humairi fights it, but without your aid, I fear she'll feed it instead.
She's going toe-to-toe on her own with it. Fair play. Humairi's a badass. His palms are rough and dry. That is so from a trashy novel. Yeah, that's from one of those like paperback sex books, isn't it?
Kazuari needs you, champion. Go. Save her.
End dialogue.
Be like this. Something's wrong.
Krayven, have you come to dispatch the creature?
Peaceful and orderly as we left it.
Nice bit of sarcasm there from Huana boy. We just got a new quest. We got another quest for this place because we've done the champion of the crucible. Where are we? The hunter hunted. After I returned from the beyond, a violent tremor shook the crucible. It must have been caused by something big. Investigate the arena. I found the crucible in a state of panic. Something has happened in the arena. Considering the unusual happens daily here, it might be worth a look. Well, considering I love that it's told us there's an enormous monster attacking the arena. Your quest dialogue says, maybe I should check it out. Who knows what's there? But before we do, we're going to get prepped. Have we still got the resting bonus? Yes. Survivor's Den, +2 Constitution, -25 hostile effect duration. We are going to have to tool up quite substantially. And sound effects and alerts, are enabled. We'll hunt again. Oh no, he's got to go, Godzilla! Gotcha. Right. Another thingy only item, Crucible token, grants Kazuari's call. Once per rest. Gains bonus damage against that enemy while receiving. I think that's going to be quite good for a one-on-one thingy. We can't use the Slayer's Claw yet because I actually want to soulbind it to somebody else. I want to soulbind it to Adair, who's not currently in the party. This is a Watcher only. Nerasilas's Hope, which is a trinket from the previous DLC. What was the new one we got? Some silly MacGuffin. Tooth of Toamowhai. I don't know if we need that necessarily equipped, but I may as well put it in his storage because he's the only one who can use it. It's Watcher only. Nah, not going to bother. Detonator Shard grants Final Flame, which does... Oh, that's actually really useful. Let's put that on somebody. Detonator Shard. What are you carrying? Quick to Rebel. Muatu's head we definitely want. The Eye of Rimagand is rock solid, and Widewind Sundial with Live Through Death. That's also good for a tank. Right, we're going to take off the Betrayal because that's a crowd control domination thing. And instead we'll put on the Detonator Shard on him. Okay, yo, Duncan, Citizen Duncan. Edgy says I'm going to head out, leaving for vacation, for a vacation home with some friends tomorrow morning. So I have a pack. Also, don't know if I'm going to tune in next week. There's no problem. Edgy, don't worry. Edgy, you're on a vacation home with friends. Have time with them. If on the evening you want to tune in, or there's a part of the day you're at a quiet period and I'm on, by all means feel free. But have some time with your friends first, and don't feel guilty for missing any of the shows. Thank you for the time you were here, and don't worry about the times you can't be. Thank you for your incredible generosity with the 5 gifted citizenships tonight, and I hope you have a really nice week away. Is Reke the Pillar's version of Redweird? Pretty much, yeah, except like way more handsome with even more glorious hair. I mean, look at those eyebrows. You could cut yourself on those eyebrows. And Duncan, how are you doing? Kray's about to fight Godzilla. I am. It seems very much that way. Right, do I bother with the tanking? No, we're going to stick with the dual wieldy stuff. We're good for potions. Right, we're just going to use our fists. We've got some pretty good things. Least unstable coil. Deal shock damage, causes stun for 1 round when everyone near the wearer unconscious. Spirit siphon. Plus for 2 rounds per kill against spirits. Gain a random inspiration for 1 round after using an empowered spell or ability. We're done with this quest now. I want to put his proper belt back on. That's not his proper belt. He has a better belt than that. What was the one he was wearing? Who did I give it to? Upright Captains. Immune to push pull effects. Plus 1 constitution. It wasn't that. Where's it gone? My guy had an actual special belt. Plus 3 constitution. Maybe the special belt's on one of the other my other main characters, my other A team who aren't currently present. Oh well, in the absence of everything else, because we don't even have any other good belts, we'll have to leave that on. Oh, we've got a unique cloak here, Adjumat Stalking Cloak. So Champion's Cape, that's actually the Crucible Cape, but this one's better, the Hakori's Refuge. Storm Turner Cloak is good. What does the Adjumat Stalking Cloak do? Oh, it's a rogue cloak. That's why I'm not bothering with it, because it's only good for a rogue. Now I remember. Watu's head, and item-wise, have we got at least 1 statue we can summon? Yeah, there's still a couple of uses left on that. There's still 5 uses left on the Knapt Scoria. Liquid Ardra. I think we're okay.
I make it look better by comparison.
My modest character being super modest. Alright, we're out of that. You've had a nice weekend with the girlfriend. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Did you get up to anything in particular, or just chilling, hanging out? I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing well, actually. Okay, gonna do another fresh save here. We're gonna run in. Right, this is it, folks. Ladies and germs. This is going to be the battle. This is going to be the whole thing. So let's bring it on. Let's one-shot it. I can't believe no one else has leveled up. Yeah, halfway. He's already max. Oh, he's still level 17? She's not even level 19? Nah, man. There wasn't as much XP in this as I expected. Let's do it! Let's do it! So Jyoti is at home with the little flaming head kids. She would be if godlike weren't sterile, Evil Jess, but in the lore, if you're a godlike, you're automatically infertile.
Nonsense than my last crew.
We will give them the best shot, huh?
You
Wait till you hear
on
the statue.
sacred soil.
Oh, so there are ads. There are ads. Oh, it's not a dragon. It's a massive crocodile.
The beast rolls over you on a fetid wave. The stench of rotting fish nearly overpowering. A light sparks in its beady eyes, and the shouting from the stands fades away to nothing, replaced by the guttural rumble of Galawain's displeasure.
It's a big deal when voiceover lady kicks in. Always shooting blanks. The title of Krayven's sex tape, very much. Very much.
This is my temple, my island, my security against Aethys's madness.
Oh, he would have probably been quite happy if I re-severed the connection between the the Beyond and the Crucible. The beast's tail whips and snaps across the arena's fighting floor. It is restless and hungry for a fight. He was a lot more likable in the first game. He was still very neutral. He was kind of true neutral, lawful neutral, or maybe neutral good. He's a lot more of a dick in this one, though. All our encounters with the Galawain, he's like just really shitty kind of person. It's curious, in the same way Wudica is like really evil in the first game. Well, although she's not very nice in this game, she's definitely nowhere near as nasty as she was in the first game. I kind of like that, though. Some gods seem nicer, some seem less nice. Very few of them are consistent between both games. So the beast tail whips and snaps across the arena's fighting floor. It's restless and hungry for a fight.
My connection to the island is returned, yet it is not as it was.
Oh, she's not going to read it. The force of Galawain's displeasure hits you like a kick to your chest. As you fight to catch your breath, you hear the low, building growl of the god's animal retainers as a whisper on the breeze.
What happened in the Beyond? What did you do?
He mad.
Weave your tale now, while you have a tongue still to tell it.
Option 1, lie. The faces were embroiled in a power struggle. I dealt with it and now they will remain within the statue forever, your prisoners. 2, the faces were embroiled in a power struggle. I agreed to put your beast's soul in the statue and let them go. It's probably going to piss him off. 3, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never even been to the Beyond. What? Bruv, just don't know. I have no idea. Don't know what you're talking about. 4, attack. I'm done talking. I don't know why. There's a ton of different beasts. Right, I've already done him a favour 3 times. I've re-empowered the Crucible 3 times and gained Galawain's blessing. And also, there was another underwater temple and he said don't destroy it. And I didn't. I allowed this coral to keep regrowing, and the main reason I did that is because it would screw over the Royal Deadfire Company, and the Royal Deadfire Company are dicks. And he said thank you. I have done so much to benefit this guy out of all our encounters in the game. And now he's like, oh, mad. So yeah, out of all the enormous monsters that you have in the Deadfire, which is a lot, there's like super whales and electric sharks and krakens, and he's got all of them. I was like, right, this thing can go and be the new face of your hunt, seeing as you love it so much. So yeah, the faces are embroiled in a power struggle. I agreed to put your beast soul in the statue and let them go. That saved it all going wrong, and this thing gets to be your avatar. I'm sure you're going to be happy about this.
What made you believe such a stupid strategy would work? Did you think I wouldn't notice? Or that I would allow it if I did?
Option 1, I regret my decision, but it's too late to change it now. 2, I don't care if it works. What you've done to the faces is a grave injustice. Their souls don't belong to you. 3, I did it to respite you. Any benefit to me is just a bonus. 4, say nothing. 5, attack. I'm done talking. Or in this case it would be 6, Jess, but Jess says option, well, it would be option 5. Option 6, I ate a sandwich and then fucked your mum. Oh my god. And Duncan just says, as a quick aside, Ubisoft was giving away Watch Dogs 2 today for 2 hours. Oh, for their press conference. Oh, gutted I missed that. You only had to log in, but of course the servers went down. They said on Twitter that everyone will get it though, so if you weren't able to make the stream, try checking their social media tomorrow if you're interested in a free game. Duncan, drop that to me in a whisper. By the way, thanks for your message regarding the other thing about Humble Bundle. I appreciate it. And yeah, if you've got that link, that would be great. Along with, so that's what happened to the alligator I flushed down a toilet, along with the nuclear waste I had to get rid of. 6, 3 things are going to happen here. 1, I hit you. 2, you hit the ground. 3, I go, fuck you. Oh dear. Let's see. Despite Jess's excellent ideas, let's see what options we've actually got. And there, I noticed that there's a hunt. Oh, sorry, I've got things muted. Right, we'll do this quickly and then I'll remute. Then I'll remute. Okay, okay, and then we'll remute this for the dialogue. But yes, there's a hunt in the chat. There's a hunt in the chat. There we go. I regret my decision. To be honest, I was kind of hoping that with they're all one soul, this, that, and the other, we would have been presented with something different. There seemed to be this whole thing being built up to with realizing that they're all the same soul. So I guess in that case, I regret my decision, but I don't regret that as the option not to have them killed and free their souls. I didn't do it to spite him. I don't care if it works. What he done to the faces is a grave injustice. Their souls don't belong to you. They kind of respect him in his own aspect. They see themselves as this, but out of the various avatars and people who are specialists or beloved of the gods, they kind of... There's nothing really fits here, so I'm just going to say nothing. There's something really... The only regret is that I have bone-itis. Say nothing.
Pray to your favored god, Herald of Bereth, for your death is near at hand.
Option 2. I suspect Barath will take a dim view of my death should you kill me. 3. A fight it is then. 1. Wait, we don't have to be at odds. I think we do. But let's see, we don't have to be at odds.
The time for bargaining has passed. Accept your death with honor, Herald of Bereth. And pray you possess more cunning in your next life.
Mate, your crocodile, your dino croc is about to have a bad time. I played a Dust Viper. We're getting quite the range today. We had a single hunt with someone getting KO'd to a plated Dust Viper. We've almost had a Cliffhorn to brood, and then we've had another one with it split 5 ways. Good job, folks. Okay, let's continue.
Like shuttered lamplight, the glow of Galawain's presence leaves the beast's eyes. Dark encroaches at the edge of your vision, until all you can see is a pinprick of light swimming in the emptiness of the beyond. Suddenly, the light blooms, and its force shoves you back into your body.
Okie dokie. Oh, someone actually leveled up. Someone actually just leveled up, but it's literally right there. Okay, Humaire is taking a break because she was she wasn't taking on the big one. She wasn't taking on Porokoa. Right, that's okay. It's going at 6 and not packing stuff. Oh, yes, of course, indeed. Right, alerts and sound effects are back on, and we've got young... Oh, Porokoa is the name of the creature, not the name of it specifically. So Porokoa are some sort of super crocodile. This is like a what? How long? If let's say we're about 180. Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12... That's like a 15-meter thing. That's about a 50-foot long crocodile. Cool. All right. Here's the fight we're all waiting for. The grand finale of Seeker Slayer Survivor. Beneficial effects. Apex Predator. All right. Immune to might afflictions. Oh my God! It's immune to everything. Look at that in the top left corner. Immune to might afflictions, immune to constitution afflictions, immune to intellect afflictions, immune to resolve afflictions. So any debuffs of its stats don't apply. It is damage or nothing. Damage or nothing. I'm gonna have so many boots and belts. Lizard, to quote Duke Nukem, lizard skin makes great boots. Its armor is not too bad. Its primary stats aren't actually that high, apart from its might, which is over 100. The other defenses like will and dexterity aren't so big. Okay, it's all two points lower on the young Porokoa. They're resistant to Constitution, Intellect, and Resolve, although they don't have any protection against might afflictions. Right, well, I think what we'll do is we'll kill its children first, and then it can watch, and I'm sure that'll demoralize it, and then we can kill it. And they're immune to poison. This thing's not immune to poison, or at least not that I can tell. Right, let's rattle these things down one at a time, and we're gonna... I think maybe get the summons in early. So we'll put up a mark of on a couple of them. But I'm going to bring the Call of the Clutch in early doors. Going to bring them in about there. Okay, Ishi. Go battle chicken. Why is he able to move so little? Why is he able to cover so little ground? That's not great. Oh, it was the pathfinding immunity. Nope. Quote ad, we're going to kill its children first. See, this is what happens with quotes. And that's quote 447. We're closing in on the big 450. It's going to be in a little while, in a month or two, or a few months, depending. We're up to 500. We're up to 500 quotes. I've got to go back through and clear out a couple of duplicates and tidy up a bit of grammar in some earlier ones, but we're still pretty close.
You have my attention.
Tekehu. Right, what elements? They're not, they're weak against frost. They're all weak against frost. Oh, that's great. Tekehu's going to be a really strong choice here then. If they're weak against frost. That's really, really cool. I'm not running away from everything. I'm not running away from anything. I'm running towards it with bravery and fury. So we do a great maelstrom. Oh, it picks... Oh, hells yes. We could either do Ninagath's Freezing Pillar for 76 to 87 frost, or the Great Maelstrom for 80 to 89. They take a variety of damage types. This creates an inner circle of frost. I think we'll rely on straight up frost. We'll... Oh, hang on. Hang on, we'll have to run him forward a bit more to do that, which is dangerous because he's squishy. He's very squishy. He's very, very squishy.
Need something?
Right, the young Porokos are going to go and move into it. Yes! Constantine. Old Connie boy. Yo, K Majesty's in the house. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, my friends? Of course, we're going to summon the weapons. We're going to summon the weapons. Oh, do they still get to go beforehand? Right. Okay, the young Porokoa don't hit too hard. That was against light armor, and they don't move too quickly either. That's kind of funny. I like how they move. Okay, that was a crit. Only crit for 38. Oh, now old Krayven baby. Old Krayven baby can, because there's multiple enemies, he can do his enormous fuck you attack. So, of course, Swift Flurry, Enduring Dance, Thunderous Blows, and Whispers on the Batter You Shitless ability. Good to Ensign Krayven, always is standard. How's your weekend been, Kay? Spent a few hours in the park and saw your dad, which made up for the 6-hour meeting. You had a 6-hour meeting yesterday. That totally sucks. So I'm just going to move my pop filter slightly. It's fallen down. Alright, needs to be a little bit further from the mic because it's one of the kind of crappy fly swat types. Not a good pop filter. There we are. Professional. Very professional. Very professional. There we go. Right. Whispers on the Wind. Here we go. And he'll laugh about it.
How do you like that?
Oh, no, he won't. He'll say this. Bang, 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 bang.
On to the next one.
That was a huge selection of hits, although that was a lot of damage. That Porokoa's got a reasonable chunk of health. The youngsters, though, took a bit of a beating. Right. Wrecker, you need to pull these folks towards you. He's got defensive stance on. Run into the gap. Get it turning this way. Okay, good. Let's get some of his buffs up. So, vigorous defense, tactical barrage. We'll also grab you because that's a free ability. And we'll grab you because that's a free ability. We'll put Blood Frenzy up. And then we'll do a Barbaric Blow. Wow, he hit pretty hard. Yeah, I think direct damage is going to be fine versus the armor. It's just all the afflictions we could potentially cast aren't going to do a great lot. Humaire's just chilling. Although, to be fair, she took on all the babies by herself and she's not an awesome player party. Right, let's see what the Porokoa is going to do. Okay, that's against a fully armored... Oh, no, he didn't do too much. He didn't do too much. Right, Ishi gets to actually do something now. Ishi, come in from behind. Peck from behind. I don't know how that beak's going to get through that skin. But they're flanked, and flanked is good. Ledurden, where are you in the game here? Welcome, Ledurden, and thank you for asking, first of all, because indeed it's like a blind playthrough. In the main game, I'm at the beginning of what looks like Act 3. I've done the volcano with talking to Aethys and trying to blow up Magran's teeth around him, and I'm now having to make the decision of which faction I go with or none at all. So I've put that on hold, and we're now doing the DLC. And in terms of DLC, the Beast of Winter is all completely done. We're at the end of Seeker Slayer Survivor. This is like the final fight as far as I'm aware. And then I've still got the mega bosses to do. I've encountered them before and I ran away very quickly. And one more bit of DLC called Forgotten Sanctum. So yeah, it's a totally blind playthrough, and we're continuing. This is the same character, including all the background that I had from Pillars 1. I loaded my Pillars 1 save into Pillars 2. So yeah, that's as far as we are. And welcome, Lidurd, thank you for any lurking you've been doing already this evening. And lovely to have you here. Lila, thank you so much for the lurk. I hope the meal went okay. He pissed off the god of the hunt and is now murdering his pet. Yes, that's the immediate thing that happened. And the young Porokoa, good, is going to move towards Rekka. Good, right. Call the Clutch is coming in right there. They'll hopefully use ranged attacks, not melee. Oh, we've got them all gathered round. That Ninagast freezing pillar is going to do loads of damage to them. Excellent. Have you just do your second wind on the quick. That's great. Oh, now we can throw up a bunch of other cool frost. I'm not going to do Wall of Frost because I want to save that level 8 spell for regenerate in case anyone gets KO'd. But we could do, have we got any other damage over time frost spells? Ocean Burst counts as fire. They're weak against frost. They're strong against water. That's surprising they're weak against frost but strong against water. Weak against pierce and regular armor against everything else. We could drop down a Moonwell, Boiling Spray. Could do Wicked Briars. Yeah, they're weak against pierce damage. Wicked Briars will hobble them. Oh, unfortunately that hurts. Oh yeah, I'll shrink it down, do 3 out of 4, so it doesn't hurt Reke, our dude in the middle, our tank in the middle. Lizards. Oh yeah, they hate the cold. Evil Jess with a great point, a very good point. They're cold-blooded, so of course the frost hurts them.
Captain.
Maya. You're fine from there. So pierce damage, right? Start taking out the kids. Which one did you put up marked for the hunt on? There, we're right. We'll do an accurate wounding shot. Plus, she's got this great ability now that means she does add damage to the thing behind it from what she shoots. So if I shoot this Porokoa, it hurts the other one behind it. Right. So we're killing its babies in front of it, and then we'll kill it as well.
There you are.
Okay, and again another barbaric blow. Damn, Rekka's hitting this thing like a train. He normally doesn't hit that well.
Yeah.
Okay. Now where were we? Probably going to try and do another Whisper on the Wind. Although, damn it, Krayven has taken no damage, none whatsoever. So he hasn't built up any wounds. Okay, that's fine. Just go for it. Solid little 3 hits there. And now we've summoned our special weapons as well. Okay, the first animated weapon's usually the bow. Yeah, it is, right. I'm going to move the bow around to there. And the bow's got a special shot as well. In fact, we can target this one. This young Porokoa is marked for the hunt. Will synergize with the bow's spell. 50 solid damage on that. Constantine, right. You need to start rebuilding your chance. What we'll do is we'll turn on the ones that debuff the enemies. That's currently on. Thick with their tongue stumbling over their words. Okay, what we'll do is we'll park you right in the middle, and then those chants, see that yellow AoE, we'll hit a couple of them, nerf their abilities further, but we'll have him shoot at a distance to this young Porokoa, because if you're too close, if you shoot at almost point blank range with a bow and arrow, it actually does less damage.
Like that, do you?
The weapons are amazing, eh? Decadency, the absolute world's #1 at this game. I'm so glad you convinced me to purchase that ability because it's really very good. I think it's the spear, the spear next, right? Which is there. I want to see if the spear can actually can KO this thing. Not KO, sorry, knock over. Nope, it can't, but it can hit it for a lot. And then this other one, the animated swords, can slash this bad boy. Ooh, solid with the fire effects as well. No tail whips. Man, well, we haven't seen it yet. You don't know, Jess. We don't know. There could be tail whips. There was a tail whip. The baby just did a tail whip right there. It instead of chomping at Rekka, it hit the sword. Good, we've hobbled them. Oh, this thing can vomit up terrible... Okay, it can vomit up goo, and the goo stuns everybody. Good, the little baby dragons are doing fire. That's it, that's way better than the pathetic amount of damage they melee for. Abs! I am indeed a mad lad. That is what I do. Good to see you. Right, so there's sewage vomit attacks. Oh dear. Oh dear, our poor pet parrot is getting wrecked. That ice spell is paying for itself 10 times over. Alright, MVP already. Freaking Takehu is challenging Krayven for the MVP. Let's stack a chill fog on them as well, because that does blinding, and it can only hurt them. It can't hurt our party. It hasn't got a red bit, it's only got yellow, and yellow means it only hits enemies. Doing cracking. Was feeling a bit lousy this afternoon building up to getting started. My mental health took a real dip, but man, the intro we had today, the community just took me from a bit of a slump to like into orbit, and we got some raids early on from a couple of friends as well, which was nice. And Ryan! Hello, Ryan! Take it easy breezy. I'm battered and tired, been battered with 5 hours of online classes all day, so your boy is gonna hard lurk. Thanks for popping up and saying hi, Abs, and I appreciate the lurk. You guys are the mortar which keeps all of Cravenstown building, or all of Cravenstown building standing. I might not be able to tell you apart, but you keep the whole thing standing. I hope you crushed it with the online courses. And Ryan, how are you doing, man? It's good to see you. How's your weekend been treating you? How's life? And if Red Weird in makeup can't cheer you up, nothing will. I was doing fine when I saw that earlier. I just started crashing mentally. Some stuff got in my head about just some things I'd seen and bits and pieces. And but no, Red's stream was fantastic. Okay, so that chill fog is up. Wrecker keep wrecking. Wrecker keep wrecking. He's been smashing everything to hell. Right, so all his buffs are still up. We're going to go for another barbaric blow. I might swing over and do it against the kiddies. To split the damage further.
Very nice.
Look at that spread. That's a barbarian doing what a barbarian does. Although he is a brute. So a multi-class of barbarian and fighter.
Something here that works.
A multi-class of barbarian and fighter is a brute. Oh, we still don't have enough wounds to do another whispers on the wind. Buffs are still up.
Show him how it's done.
So at the moment, me monk isn't putting out the same amount of damage he normally does. You are relaxing. Best thing to do. I had some coffee and walnut cake, and now I can chat and Krayven stream with you wonderful people. Ryan, thank you. Coffee and walnut cake sounds delightful. Uncle Wrecker is handing out the beatings. It's even got a name a bit like Redweird, doesn't it? And he's a giant freckly ginger as well, like Redweird, so that's good. We could debuff their armor, although I'd rather build up the chance for some of his better abilities, including the fact he can also do a res. Final Flame, we'll save that, because at the moment our party's taken surprisingly little damage. Now I've said that, everything will start going wrong.
Like that,
coffee and walnut cake says good. Tell you what I had food-wise, folks. My first pizza in ages. So yeah, actually to catch up a little bit on what's been going on IRL.
Speak freely.
Before I do that, Abs is saying, my tutor is super pleased with me. Excellent. My tutor's super pleased with me considering I was dealing with psoriasis and constipation issues over the past few days. That's savage. We are this close to tackling some important tax calculations in the business law course. Good on you for getting through that, mate. As you can tell, the last few days have been rough as fuck. That sounds genuinely lousy. Mandy, you said tax calculations, and Mandy's like laser focus targeting on it. They've been finalising taxes right now. Yeah, end of quarter. Coffee and walnut cake sounds legit. I'm gonna have to make do eating chocolate spread with a spoon. K Majesty knowing how to spend a Sunday. K absolutely knowing how to spend a Sunday right there. We don't seem to even need to summon our little figurines. I'd rather save them for the mega bosses. Right, the young Porokoa should... decided to turn around and tail whip poor Constantine. Taxes are complicated. They only get more complicated. Hopefully, summoning this chill fog AoE won't get rid of our other one. Okay, we've got a double frost. Look at this. We've got Ninagal's freezing pillar and chill fog. Oh, a little bit of fire came in, and it didn't hit any of our party. Holy cocksockets! That was a lot of AoE damage, and it proned half of our dudes. The croc's in our base, killing our dudes. Right, that one's nearly done. Let's split the damage a bit more between the other young Porokoa. Porokoa, can you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. You made brownies, they are numb. Are these the fun kind of brownies, Jess? Have you made fun brownies, or are they just regular chocolate brownies? Right, gonna move the parrot over here. Try and on something that's built up less threat. I haven't eaten anything with sugar for more than a month. Decadency, are you finding that's actually making you feel better? You must have. Are you trying to do that like the no sugar diet at the moment, Decadency? Because I know that some people get really tired and really irritable from that in the first 2 weeks, but the folks who manage to stick it out find that like they feel very good after about like a month or so. How's that been going for you? I had no idea you were doing that, but that's interesting.
I am the Alpha Predator.
Okay, to Kehu's just... Jesus Christ! Those are all the things going off before he even got a turn. Fucking hell. Wow. Absolute beast. Absolute beast. They're blinded. Right, we're going to nail them with a blast of frost. Have a blast of frost.
Worth and rough.
Nope, the regular ones. Hey, fair play, Jess. Fair play. Although he needs healing up soon. I think we need to start casting a few healing things. Our party's starting to get knocked about a little bit. Even Rekka. Rekka's down to like... Oh, yeah, okay. He needs to take his second wind. There you go. That's back up. What it might do is trigger Life Through Death. He can absorb defenses from every enemy around him. And as he's surrounded by enemies, they're in like... In fact, they're in like a perfect location for this trinket. So this thing, the user channels absorbing the defenses of all enemies in the area. Plus, so minus 15 all defenses on hit for each foe AoE. Minus 15 defenses, and then for each hit, the caster gains plus 5 all defenses, stacks up to 5 times for 3 rounds. That's pretty good temporary tanking ability. So let's trigger that.
Need something?
Alright, Constantine, he's got up to 3 chants now. Probably worth doing the final flame. We get 1 per rest. Let's patch up a few of our chums. How many can we get? We want to hit as many as possible. That'll work. And we got a hunt in the chat! Is that Toots? Is that Citizen Toot Saga triggering it? Lovely.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Nice, we're in. We're sorted. Fun ones have to be made in another person's kitchen. Very true, Jess. Yes, indeed. Keep that legal trouble away from yourself, unless you're in one of the slightly more enlightened states that allow it. Alright, the animated weapon. I think that thing hasn't had a go in ages. Oh, look at that! That is a prone crocodile! That is a prone crocodile! Splat! Splayed! Splayed like a lazy girl starfishing on a bed. Oh, fantastic. Oh, fantastic. Well done, Spear Boy. Yo, Pudsey, welcome to the chat. And thank you, any lurk you've been doing. And you've been also... Yeah, are you Decadency? You found that you're feeling good now with a month of no sugar. You've got past the tricky bit. And you're doing CrossFit 4 days a week. You're an inspiration. I need to be doing better at that. Pudsey, I hope you're having a really good day. And I've been catching you around the place with all the nooks port. It's really nice to see you in here, mate. Happy Sunday. Not yet. We're working on it. Good stuff, good stuff. Beast mode, absolute beast mode indeed. I think Mandy's inspiring quite a few people with her outstanding efforts at daily cycling and running and all that stuff that's been updated in the gym. Okay. Swordy, slap. The desert worm. I'm so happy the worms haven't flown into melee. They love to do that. They love to fly in a melee and they're useless at it. They're good for like fireballs and that's about it. Combat focus. Let's put another mark up and do an accurate winning shot. That's it. That should carry on to the other one. Want to try and take out 2 or 3 at once. Right, the worm, another fireball, slowly scorching these little things. Fucking the frost damage that's coming out. All right, Krayven is back on his feet and he's got some wounds. He's back on his feet. All his buffs are somehow still up. Swift Flurry, Enduring Dance, Thunderous Blows. And it's surprising, but I'm realising full rounds are taking quite a while. So we are going to do Whispers on the Wind. Has a laugh because he knows what's coming. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, Stone Crusher Phoenix KO'd us. Poop. Goodness me. Oh, that's a shame. Krayven went and killed 2 of them before the absorb defenses ability could go off. That's a shame. Right, we'll move him round to the side and then have him flank this thing. Oh, we've had great success in crushing defeat repeatedly. Oh, of course, the damn thing had to come in a melee. Just breathe your fire. Your fire is super effective. Why melee? Why melee? Nice. That patched up a few of us. That patched up a few of us. That's a bit less damage coming on Rekka as well now. That thing's back on its feet. This is literally Jurassic Park. It just did an ancient bellow, and it clearly did an ancient bellow because look at it. It did an ancient bellow and turned towards Krayven because it just watched Krayven punch 2 of its children to death. Mama is mad. Mama gonna knock you out. Look at those teeth. Look at those teeth. They're like the length of your forearm. Like a oh mate. I think old Krayven might be a bit fucked here. Okay, shooty in that booty. We got 4. Oh, wait a second. We got 2 of them up, and we can do a whirlwind. The frosty whirlwind does crazy good damage. If there's only one up, it gets wasted. Kind of like Whispers on the Wind won't go off if only one enemy's up. But against 2, it'll do crazy good damage between the 2. I'll be mad too. Yeah, I understand. I did something pretty terrible, but I'm fine with it. Right, Rekka, he's still got rapid recovery on, but we'll spend another couple of points putting vigorous defense back up and a tactical barrage. And I think is his blood frenzy gone? Yeah, no, it's still up. It's still up. Right, we are gonna re-empower him, and then we'll get into the fray back on this thing, which did not work. Poo. All right, just bop it on the head.
Yes.
Nice. He did 1 solid crit and then 1 really pathetic hit. What is it that's... putrid breath. That big vomity breath thing's called putrid breath. It's got a shockingly heavy debuff. That's like 60 damage per... over 60 damage per tick. Let's try and get the youngster down. That roar is Karen. That adjective, that's now the language as well as the type of person, is it, Jess? Translated from Karen to English, that means I want to speak to the manager. Oh dear. Alright, well, we've had a real good round of abilities on our the weapons. Every single one of them got to fire its special abilities. Whoa! Oh shit, that counted as disengaging. Okay, note to self, don't disengage from the regular Porokoa, because it'll hit you for 200 damage if you try. Christ. Okay, it goes, someone's down. It's alright, it's just a temporary enemy. Let's do a brutal takedown. See if we can stun that thing. Wow, okay, apparently the tiny little battle chicken couldn't knock over the giant baby crocodile. Alright, let's send 1 more sword swing. Boom, solid. These baby things have got quite a bit of health. Alright, can we squeeze another Whispers on the Wind in? Oh, yes, but not for as much damage. We'll do Swift Flurry, but we can't do Thunderous Blows and have enough left for Whispers on the Wind, so... let's do it. Let's see, because between the 2 of them, this will be obscene.
Not exactly what I was going for.
Oh, damn it. That's going to waste the whirlwind now. So Sink Thy Biting Winds is just going to hit the Porokoa once and disappear. That's a shame. I forgot about that, but we're now just down to Mama. We're now just down to Mama Gator. The baby rock could eat the parrot in 1 chomp. It could have done. It could have done. Right, I think Takehu needs to start throwing up some heals. We'll throw them about there. The dragons, the clutch we summoned, are going to disappear shortly. What's a good heal we've got? I could summon the Lashing Vine for some good old hentai action. Although the Rusted Armor is probably a good bet. Soften this thing up a bit. It's debuffed slightly, but even still. A Garden of Life. We can use the bodies. We can use the bodies of her children to give us a nice big healing AoE to stand in. That's great. From death comes life. So yeah, all those glowing corpses are now going to sprout flowers that heal us, just to add insult to injury. Okay, and the Desert Worm. Excellent. Still chucking a few more fireballs.
Your orders?
your orders. You'll need to throw up a marked for the hunt, unless we already... No, we already did it. We already did marked to the hunt on Mama. I think heal companion, actually, because yeah, your little Ishi's looking a bit squishy. The worm's got another fireball. I'm amazed they haven't despawned yet. The young Drake, please don't melee. Damn it! Do your fire breath. There's nothing on that side. You could have cooked it for like 30 damage.
Pretend you didn't see it.
Yeah. See, that whirlwind's just staying there. That was a total waste of it. Okay, Mama angry. That's that bellow. Reduced healing. I think she's really mad that we're using her children to like now plant flowers. Oh, good, fertilizer for healing blooms. Yeah, we're recycling. We're helping the environment. This is a green stream. This is a very green stream. Really need the tank to be tanking and not have this thing angrily about to bite Constantine's head off. But you know, what can you do? Maybe come over there. Don't push the tank out of the way. Right, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna have the parrot headbutt. I'm gonna have the parrot headbutt the Porokoa. Sorry if you're in headphones. That was this little dude. This little battle chicken just headbutted that thing flat. That's like 5 tons of prehistoric gazer. Because fantasy video games make sense. Ishi the battle parrot rolled a natural 20 on his brutal takedown. That was amazing. That's the best thing that's happened so far. Is the Porokoa healing? Oh, okay. Okay, it turned round and chomped him. It turned round and chomped him. That's to be expected. Dread howl. Provoking fear, or maybe we could frighten. Let's try it. Maybe we can frighten. It's only 76 versus the will of 99, so it probably won't go off. But if we can frighten this crocodile with a scary wolf howl, it won't be able to use any special abilities. So let's try it. Let's try it. Did that work? Nope, did fuck all. Okay, well, it was worth a go. After a successful parrot headbutt, I'm willing to try anything. She doesn't need to stand in the healing because she's totally fine, but she needs to re-empower because she's all out of bond specials. We will carry on with accurate wounding shot. I don't think it's worth healing your companion again because that companion is about to get chewed the fuck up. Right, this thing's got a lot of health left. It's only on about, it's lost about 1/3. It's on about, what, 66?
Yeah,
that 65?
never happens.
Okay, gonna stay on the side here so we don't get hit with a tail whip, because if this thing decides to tail whip, we're gonna really know about it. Enduring, let's get thunderous blows back up and deliver a few more punches.
Absolutely.
Oof, not resonance times 24, right? I think it's worth triggering resonance soon to get a solid amount of damage. Rekka, you need to get to here, not have the path thing go wrong. And then I think Rekka's buffs are all still up. Oh, blood frenzy wore off, and that'll leave us 2 barbaric blows left we can make before he's all out of points. What's going on? Suddenly he's got no more armor penetration. Why? What debuffs on him, or what buff is no longer there? No, everything's still up. Why is he suddenly hitting so pathetically weakly? That's weird. Never mind. Right, to Kehu.
Yes,
we've got a solid amount of healing, but we could always get away with a little more. Let's rock you round to here like a hurricane. No, you know what I'll do? I know what I'll do is rusted armor. Erodes the target's armor, significantly impacting their armor rating. I think that's very worth doing. Although we've currently got a bunch of them in an arc. If this thing does one of those vomit attacks, a lot of us are going to know about it and be taking a lot of damage per turn. Alright, so the call the clutch are fading away. I'm not going to summon one of my multi-use statues, because the statues, you don't get them forever. They start disappearing. Oh, Ishi can't be engaged from the ground because he can fly, so we can move Ishi around to there a bit more safely. Ishi critting for 28. Ishi's a beast. Ishi eats crocodiles in direction. No more penetration. Krayven sex life. Shut up, Jess. with your accurate and hurtful comments.
There you are.
Nice, it didn't miss or anything. Right, three rounds of rusted armor. Okay, we've knocked its base armor down by 2 on everything. That's really quite good. Maybe another barbaric blow. Maybe another barbaric blow. That's more like it. That's more like it. Right, it was the rusted armor.
Yes, Captain.
The armor had suddenly got a bit too high. Oh. I think we could. The brambles. We could do another round of chill fog. Yeah, the frost spells have worn off. That's the problem. Let's do another round of chill fog, but we'll shrink it now so it's 1 power level higher because we don't need to hit the babies as well. And this will also blind it, which means the attacks on this, and it will go off before that thing gets another turn. Reduces armor rating. Perhaps we can stack. Perhaps we can stack the armor rating going down. Yes. Oh, it's got an armor rating of 11 now. Okay, right. We are going to start seriously punishing this thing. But next, resonance. 24 resonant stacks are built up on this thing now. So this is going to be quite a lot of damage. Go, Monk Krayven. Resonant touch. Boom!
Show him how it's done.
That was 190 to 340. That was nearly 400 damage. Got the damn thing almost to 50%. Right, now I've got to start building it back up again. This thing's got a lot of health. That was a solid hit. That was a very solid hit. Chill fog, an extra power level. Oh, only grazed it. Bugger. Only got 3 rounds on it. Oh, terrified. Okay, ancient bellow. If they're terrified, you don't get control of them for a turn. Right. We just lost the whole turn, basically. That's cool though. That was a kind of. Oh my word! 120 damage for disengaging. Oh shit! Running away. No! Oh my word! That made us disengage. Whoa! We even got an injury called Apex Predator. Okay, that's a low chance that happens. Krayven's not even been KO'd. I've never seen that. Getting an injury without being KO'd in battle never normally happens. It normally only happens with traps. If you get hit by a trap, you get injured without being KO'd. That terror combined with the disengage ability was horrific. That was massive. That was deeply, deeply troubling. At least our main healer and our archer are still standing and doing fine. Let's just keep shooting. Alright, it's now below 50%. It's down to bloodied. Krayven talks shit and this is what happens. I don't learn. Every game. Dark Souls on Monday, frickin' Papers, Please on Tuesdays.
Leave a scar. Okay,
so that's a tail whip. FTL on Thursdays. Every time I get a little bit cocksure. I think we'll just stick with the regular attack. Okay, some of the debuffs have worn off. Okay, Wrecker, where's he stood? He's over there. Let's get you in the garden of dead crocodile babies and delivering some punishments. Let's get the other buffs back up. I think Tactical Barrage for the acute inspiration is very worth having, and Vigorous Defense. And with the last 2 points, we'll take Into the Fray.
It does not work.
It did not work.
The pleasure is mine.
Oh yeah, okay. With his basic attacks, he can't do jack of anything anymore. I wouldn't go that far. Relative to yours truly, but mate, you and I are gonna smash some 4-man dungeons, just the 2 of us. Speaking of ESO. Oh, before I get onto that, let me go back to
speak your mind.
Let me go back to the chat. Melissa says, doing well. Yes, of course, Cyberpunk. How did your pen and paper session go? Yesterday went overtime. We're on it right now. My players are on a bathroom break, so we're going to stop in for the time being to re-up. Oh, of course. Okay, cool. Good to know that you're just swinging in while you're doing that. Catch us up on how it's doing in the town or tomorrow during, assuming you're around. Oh no, I know you're working late. Catch us up whenever you want, if you want, on how the Cyberpunk pen and paper thing goes. I know you put a lot of work into that, and I really hope you're having fun with it. I hope your players are enjoying it as well. Oh, wait a minute. We have 2 of these. We have 2 of these. We can throw... not really worth a wall of frost now. Let's do entropy for the critical bonuses. No, sorry. We've got some party members in desperate need of the heals. So I will forego the damage for now. What I might do actually is... oh, shit. Takehu's now in range of that ability. We need to prone this fecker. We really do. We'll throw up a quick... oh, no, we can't. We're all out of the regen. Oh, well, that's just bloody stupid. Right, let's shrink this down. Drop that on 2 of them. Or maybe just a regular one. Right, we'll put that there. Drop that on the 2 of them.
Need something?
Yeah, Constantine is getting wrecked, so take your second wind. Has he got any way to escape? Has he got any... yes, he's got leap. I'd still rather daze this thing. Bam, right, that's got him in the garden. Although that's wasting the Moonwell a little bit. Right, that's him done.
Yeah.
Okay, yours truly needs to trigger the second wind. Excellent, feeling better. Got a lot of wounds now, but they're to no avail because Whispers on the Wind is screwed. Welcome to the Krayven Gets Pwned segment of the stream. And that is completely, basically what is happening. Thunderous Blows is still up. Right, we need Dance of Death and Swift Flurry. Might use... I've still got Empower left. I might use the old inner death, because if that crits it does... oh, fucking what? You're joking. I got kept... that's the path thing. Oh, that's so annoying.
What a lovely day!
And there's a hunt in the chat. Right, Krayven just got KO'd for a stupid reason. I hate that bug going off. There's a hunt in the chat. What happened there? No, I'm not salty. Frustrated, not salty.
I see the salt level rising. I see trouble on the way.
Nah. Strike one for misuse of salt. Big time misuse of salt. Me raging out at what happens in FTL is salt. That's an annoying bug. You see the path thing gets a bit weird in the arena. You see how this random angle is being taken? You can sometimes have it. I was trying to move him around and he took a weird path that moved him close to the croc and then away again. It's happened many times where I've accidentally ended up engaged with an enemy I wasn't planning to engage with, and then you get instantly hit when the game tries to correct itself. The route finding, the path finding on turn-based mode when you're moving from place to place is wonky, and in this instance it punished me really harshly. That's just straight up frustration with a broken game mechanic. That's frustration with a bug. So yes, frustration. FDL is wonderful. No, Jess, you know this. You can claim denial all you like. But that is a super annoying bug. That stitched me up so many times. That was just a particularly punishing example of it. Yeah. Because now I've got to waste a level 8 regen spell getting him up when I never should have had to in the first place. Stupid pathfinding. Stonecrusher Phoenix is down. Congratulations, Kersey, Mandy, Melissa, Decadency, Duncan, and Toot. Commiserations, everyone else, including myself, who got KO'd. But Kay, you just started playing it. You already got to Sector 7. Which is incredibly impressive. Cool. Right, that one won't get a turn. All right, Reke is there, still in the garden of life. All he can do is basic attacks now. This is a problem because with Krayven down's our main damage dealer and he's taken 2 full injuries. That's genuinely really troublesome. Alright, Takehu can actually have a go. This is why I saved this, right. Can he reach from there? No, he can't. Bollocks. See, now I've got to be super careful with the pathfinding. See, there, I just try to move him 5 feet and he goes, oh, I can't do it, which is really, it's so annoying. Right. Resin, please don't turn around and eat him. Right, sickened and stunned. Okay, that's a nasty vomit attack. She won't get to do anything. Only for one round. Okay, Ishii, let's move you very carefully to here. Ishi's flying, so he can't be targeted. You see what I mean? It's like struggling to move them even a tiny bit. It's so annoying. Have the bird poop on him. That'll wake him up. It probably would. We'll just do a regular attack for now. Right, regenerate. Oof, thank goodness we still had that available. Right, Wrecker, move round to hit.
Laptasam.
This is what I mean. The pathfinding around the arena is terrible. I'm trying to get him standing in both, both the Moonwell and the Garden of Life. Okay, he's doing like no penetration at all.
What say?
Right, you need to heal up old Krayven baby some more. Although we are in line for a tail whipping if we stay here too long. What's he got left? Most of the good spells are starting to run out. We could do wood skin for the extra armor rating, but the moon's light. Let's shrink that down and do a nice little bonus one there. Hopefully it won't get rid of the moonwell if we do that.
Speak freely.
What the hell is he summoning? Maya, use your last one for an accurate wounding shot. I think what we're going to have to do is start doing the Bruce Lee kick, assuming Krayven doesn't get KO'd again. Problem is, if he gets KO'd again, he's
I'll be fine, really. Right here.
He'll die because he's got 3 injuries. And one of those injuries was without even being knocked out because of stupid Apex Predator. I should probably have him take a potion for this turn. Right, back to full. He's got reduced healing, but he's back in the game. Right, going to be careful to move around the body before re-engaging. Get into the moon. Well, yeah, see, like there, they get caught up. No, just move! Just literally move. Fucking idiot.
Of course.
Right. We can recover this. We can recover this. There's 7-1 was the last one before bed. I was so pissed off that it was my best run at 3 AM. If I played more, if I didn't have a meeting that day. Yo, Simmy! Citizen Simmy, welcome on into the chat and thank you for any lurking you've already been doing. Alright, Birdie. You notice how much little damage we're now doing?
What?
Okay, Constantine. He's only got the one thing again. How's tricks? It's how the RNG goes, isn't it, Kay? It's just like insane with the RNG. Constantine's about to go down. I could do without that. So you take your potion. I mean, to be fair, this is a proper boss fight. And if you're wondering, the difficulty level I'm on is Veteran. He's already used his second wind. I reckon Potion of the Resilient Body. Let's at least toughen him up. Because he's doing so little damage anyway. Let's just have him get better at taking it.
I'm listening.
Maya is looking a bit wrecked, so have her take a second wind. Gonna move her into the garden. I think we can trigger another Garden of Life. And I think Mawatu's aid. Mawatu's really effective, and we haven't really bothered using him yet. So let's summon him at this point. Alright.
You have my attention.
Takehu's back on his feet. Garden of Life has gone down. I think he's got a second one available. Yes. The body's still there. They are. Right. Let's drop it there. And then we'll move him back in that direction in a little bit. Good. Yes, I want that chomp in the tank. Although the tank is not holding threat. The tank is not holding threat. Like, at all. Ishi, fly around into the garden. Muatu's aid. Okay, good. We got him for a few turns. Constantine, just shoot.
Smart, sir.
Solid.
Captain?
Every hit helps. We're doing some solid hits, but freaking... But the amount of health this thing's got is ridiculous. Been all over today, quite busy day apparently. How are you, my friend? I'm doing all right, man. Doing pretty good. Too risky to move to Takehu. Takehu won't push them round. He'll just get stuck. He'll disengage and end up KOing himself. Let's take some spells. But yeah, doing pretty solidly. He's got an Empower available, so I'm going to do an Entropy at this point. We'll get some frost damage up in a bit. Gonna do an Entropy. Krayven's got an Empower available. Enduring Dance is up. Swift Flurry, Thunderous Blows, Inner Death.
How do you like that?
Damn it, it didn't crit. It didn't crit. Okay, we'll have to have him re-empower. Right, so he's got enough points left to do it in future, and he's got the 10 wounds. But yeah, doing solidly, Simi, doing solid. What's been going on generally? Yeah, life-wise and whatnot, I've since Thursday, been working on just a bit more life admin, catching up on things. I'm feeling on top of a lot of stuff, but I ended up slowing right down. I ended up slowing right down in terms of getting a few ongoing things done rather than admin, you know, weekly and monthly and daily admin, like improvement stuff for the stream. I think I was a bit out of sorts as I'm a bit antsy. I'm still waiting about a job interview. I'm still waiting. Oh yes, Mawatu, go. I'm still waiting to hear about, yes, entropy hit. I'm still waiting to hear for a second interview. That job interview that I crushed 2.5 weeks ago, I'm sort of waiting for them to still get back to me, and that's got me sort of funnily wondering where I stand. In the garden of Eden, baby, don't you know that I want you? So that sort of put me off a little. Took a little bit of time to myself. They're strong against water. A little bit of time to myself on Friday evening to do a little bit of ESO. What spells have we still got left? Embraced Earth Talon. Let's shrink that right down and impale him. They're weak against pierce damage. I want to use up all of Takehu's spells, because if you re-empower and you haven't used them, you lose. You don't get extra. They don't stack. There's like a maximum they can have per slot. Damn, Uatu's hitting like an animal. This is great. But yeah, on Saturday, we're going to try for another Inner Death, because with Entropy, there's a better chance it crits. Come on. Critical Inner Death. Yes, 267 damage. That's what I'm talking about. We can get away with one more of those.
What?
Constantine with the 3. Just keep shooting. I want to build up enough to summon the ancient weapons again. But I went round to my friend's house, a mutual friend of mine, and Mr. Redwoods. He's a really good friend of ours. Redwood's known him since he was a little boy, and I've known him since 1996. We all went to school together. Reke just keep hitting. Or we could give him elemental defense and that potion of spirit shield. Nah, that's fine. Just
How?
And he just got out of a very bad relationship. In fact, for the last week, it's the first week he's had his house, he's managed to get this awful woman's claws out of a few bits and bobs, and everything's now sort of sorted. And his home that they got together, although he was the one putting up all the money and everything else, is now truly his.
For the homeland.
And I went round and got to spend time with him, just him, for the first time in nearly 2 years. And there's just a palpable difference in like how much more relaxed it was and nice it was. It was great. Had my first pizza in about 5 months, because when I'm at home I don't tend to get takeout, but we had beer. We had like one of these boxes of beer from the pub of black IPA, 10 pints, and got 2 large Dominoes. I got meat with extra meat on my Dominoes. I had this big old thing. I had a bit of cold pizza for breakfast. I actually stayed over at a friend's house, which I haven't done in like 5 months, which is really good. Oh, Krayven got staggered, so that felt good. So yeah, that's sort of like...
This does not work!
Oh, petrified! That's a paralyzed crocodile for a turn. It won't get to do anything for 2 turns. Didn't impale him too hard, but look at that. That is a frozen croc. That is a petrified croc right there. It really was, Kay. It was a nightmare. Like, his whole family was like seeing what's going on, and we were worried about our friend. This woman's girl was, well, she's a girl. She was so childish as well. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that like too much details, but yeah, suffice to say, she was a shit person, and every last one of us is just completely glad she's gone. It is like a hemorrhoid that took like nearly 2 years to deflate. And his balls, good for him. Indeed, very indeed. But it was just nice having a pizza and a beer and crashing over at a mate's house. Yeah, got to sort of just like chill this morning. Got back this afternoon, mostly in time for Redwood's segment of the Nook charity stream. So that was great. Right, now I can actually safely move our crew around to the sort of Healy bits. Let's what's left? What's left? Another petrification. Nature's Mark. Let's remove their deflection and reflex. I'll power that one up as well. Wasn't expecting a paralysis to work at all. I wasn't expecting petrification to work at all. Yeah, I got that, Kay, for the friend. Yeah, the sleeper, the staying over and hanging out. And we didn't even play any games, didn't watch any episodes, because he's got quite this big house now. He does a very good job and it pays very well. And he has like a living room with his TV and his consoles and his Sky, but he also has now a separate sitting room. Because the place he's moved into a place that used to be a pub. So he's actually got, in what would normally be a hallway with a staircase, he's actually got like a fireplace, a proper traditional fireplace, and just some couches rather than a hall. It goes into one living room, but he's got then another living room with a staircase attached, because you imagine a pub layout is a bit different to a house that's specifically built to be a house. So we got to sit with this kind of fireplace bit and just talk like men. Just really nice. It's so good. It's really, really cool, Kay. And Kay says, when I lost 80 kilos of colossal prick, my life improved a lot. So I bet he's super happy. That's a fun way to put it. A fun way to put it. 80 kilos of colossal prick.
How
Brilliant.
about this?
Right, we're slowly healing folks up. Right, the Porokoa.
Go.
Whoa! It spent 2 turns paralysed. Right, we might pull this off. I love an old church or a pub as a house. It's like super Tudor as well. It's really old. It's like a conservation area, and it's got old Tudor beams. I mean, like the floor's a bit uneven. There's sags in the ceiling, but it's all been braced and modernised and really nice with smart devices. But the beams, it's like all whitewashed with the dark beams, and the decorators redone them. It looks so cool on the inside. It's like stepping into some sort of Shakespearean Elizabethan era pub. I'm very jealous of his house. It's such a lush house. So yeah, that was a really nice thing to do and spend time doing.
It does not work.
Well, I suppose that temporarily we're currently hitting something made of stone. Let's move Rekka around a little bit more.
You were saying?
Yeah, Maya. Can she breathe fire without hitting anybody else?
Might as well be hitting the water.
Right, Nature's Mark.
Yeah.
Only grazed him. So 4 rounds. Oh, it's powered up, so it's 4 rounds. Right, Krayven's back on his feet. Is entropy on? No, it's not anymore. It's not anymore. His other bonuses are still up. Right, the last 3 points of mortification are going into this. I kind of need it to. I kind of need this to land.
Try this.
Yes, 359. Okay. We've got the thing to about 30% of its health. It's a huge fight. But I don't know how old that building is, but it's got to be into triple figures. It's got to be maybe a couple of 100 years. It's very, very cool.
Captain.
Keep shooting. Keep shooting. We're down to sort of basically basic bitch attacks. Might end up having to summon a few more of our chums.
Yes, Captain.
You could probably do with healing up. What's his name there? Throw down another little moon well. Right there. Oh, Muatu. Muatu's still there, stabbing away.
Yeah.
Constantine's got the 5. We could summon the ogres. Oh no, it's better. We could save it 2 more rounds, and we'll summon the ancient instruments of death.
How about this?
Okay, dull the edge, blunt the point's the only one going off. I think what I'm going to do is actually switch over to the one that buffs all of us, because we're standing in a nice little grip. We're standing in a nice little grip, and the courage thing's a bonus, because this thing's got a terrify. It's raw and has a terrify effect, so being able to counter that would be very worth it. Do they play music? Does what? Oh, are you talking about chanters, Simi, the Constantine? Yeah, they're kind of like a bard character, or are you referring to something else? Rekka. Oh, he's turning around and focusing on Muatu because Muatu's actually doing a lot of damage. That's good. Muatu's a ghost. Yeah. Muatu's a ghost. Okay, we got a bunch of crits. Why is resonance not? Oh, we lost the resonance stacks because he got KO'd. Lost the resonance stacks because of that. All right, 10 wounds is up. Thunderous blows. We can't have any swift flurry or enduring dance anymore. But what we can do is a bit of the old kicky skyward kicky.
How do you like that?
Bam! Prone. Literally kicking its ass. Literally, and that counts towards resonance. This is the same dirty trick I used against the Dragon Lich from the Beast of Winter to stop her casting her crazy good defense ability, which suddenly makes the fight about 1 billion years older. Oh, the Ancient Instruments of Death. Sorry, I should have realised. My mind was away there. Yeah, that's the name of the song. Do they play? They're like noise marines. You summon them in, and they do kind of crazy sonic attacks. So yeah, that's kind of been the weekend since Thursday night's the second episode 2 of FTL. All right, with our last couple of spells, what can we do? Is Nature's Mark still up? Yes. So Tanglefoot, Hobble's not really worth it. Ondra's Whip. It's yeah, we can put up a quick Ondra's Whip. Let's use everything we got in the tank. Muatu, stabby. No, where are you going? That's better.
Need something?
Right, we're not out the woods yet, not by a long shot.
How about this?
How about that? But we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, Rekka, keep doing what you're doing. This is all pretty straightforward. Chipping away. This thing has got so much health. This has got to be some of the most health I've ever come across on any boss. Alright, 39. Skyward Kick prones for 2 turns. That's good. Ishi, strike. Now it's just a case of bully the Porokoa. It's back on its feet.
It's distractions.
Oh, that just stunned 2/3 of our party. Crud.
You need something.
Oh, damn, that interrupted our spell as well. Nice. Oh, that only...
Need something?
Okay, Rekka. Well, we got a bit of our healing back, but I was not expecting that to get to attack in the same turn it got back up from a Skyward Kick. Yo, Citizen Drazar! It's okay, it's a bit squeaky bum time in a couple of places, but we're fighting against this enormous final boss, this enormous prehistoric crocodile that's like summoned by the god Galawain, because it's mad. It's very mad. It's going okay though, mate. How are you? How are you? Welcome. Okay, Rekka's done his thing.
Your orders?
Maya was stunned. Oh, and we got vomited on. Okay, come on, me. Thunderous Blows is still up. I think Skyward Kicks are a good way to go for the time being. Keep proning it while we have the wounds. Now, it's only a graze, but it's taking it out for a turn at a time. Keep thinking I can use Discord emotes. Oh no, you have to stick with the ones you got. We got a few. I need to get some more on FFZ. It's on my list of about 1 billion things to keep doing.
You have my attention.
Previously we had his curiosity. The garden's still healing people, but not fast enough. That interruption's still gone on. Embrace of the Earth Talon. We might be able to squeeze off another Petrify if we power this up, so let's try it. Ishi was stunned. Oh, Ishi's nearly dead. Yes! It's KO'd and petrified. We petrified it while it's lying on the floor. Okie dokie. That's more like it. Bit of critical damage.
I'm listening.
Critical damage. Nice. Literally, the thing's literally prone and petrified. How much more of an advantage do you need to land some crits? Divinity Original Sin 2 is amazing. Oh, you've been doing some Divinity... Drazar's been playing some OS2. I really want to play some of that one, but it's another massive Sunday game. I'm thinking the next story thing we pick's going to be a little bit shorter. I've actually got a sponsored one lined up, so when Pillars 2's done, we have a shorter palette cleanser before we move to the next big one that the community wanted. Yeah, and how are you enjoying it, Draz? Because it's built to be turn-based from the ground up, so I know it works a bit more...
Where's Ishi?
A bit more slick. Oh, I think we need to heal Maya. She was debuffed for like 3 rounds with that massive vomit attack. We've got a hunt in the chat. A hunt in the chat.
Oh, what a day. What a lovely
I love
day.
all the hunts that are going on while we're doing this whole DLC that's meant to be around hunting. Damn it, Krayven hasn't taken on any wounds, so he can't do any more of those kicks. Crackling Bolt, Lover's Bond, Kazawari's Call. Oh, wield the challenges an enemy, giving bonus damage against that enemy or receiving less damage from that enemy's attack. I should have done that from the start of the fight, but let's do it now. Let's do it now. Right, Porokoa, Skyward Kick.
Yeah.
So the paralysis is worn off, but Skyward Kick is still down. Right, Constantine. He's fully healed up. He just needs to stay alive.
Like that, do you?
Next round, he'll be able to summon another batch of weapons and all will be well. Hunt in the chat. It's very close. It's pretty close. Is Ishii dead? I think we need to move Ishii to safety. Yeah, Ishii's about to hit the deck again. Right, now I've got that bonus up. Oh, Krayven.
Absolutely.
Doing a bit more damage and taking less. Let's build up that resonance to finish it off. Oh, that's a solid amount of hunts. Oh, that might be enough for a cliff one to brew. Can we get a few more? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, no, that's good. That's good for Stonecrusher Phoenix. That's good for Stonecrusher Phoenix. As many people as one can join in, of course. Yeah, for the sake of one mark, I think it's time to Takeu who did re-empower because all our Healy things have gone away. Gonna do another Garden of Life. What are the other options there? Venom Bloom and Watery Double. Those are all crap. We're gonna do another Garden of Life and we're gonna power it up as well. Right there. Off the bodies of her children. Shall we be granted health? Right, Rekka.
Laptasam.
Oh, just move, dude! Fucking pathfinding, I swear.
I'm listening.
Okay, Maya looks like she's about to go down. She's only got one. I think just top up with a potion of major healing. Just so we don't have anything stupid. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Stonecrusher Phoenix, nice split of profit as well. You did, Pudsey, you did.
So that's how it's
Whoa! Alright, that's one dead
so
chicken.
easily.
Yeah, okay, Ishii's gone down. Ishii's gone down. Maya's still up. Thank goodness she took that potion.
For the Ranganui.
For the Ranganui. Except the Ranganui kind of suck. Whoa! Okay, that's a new kind of attack. What was that? What was that? Head strike. That was a head strike. Giggity. Okay. Ninagas Freezing Pillar, and we're going to shrink it down so its power level is up. This should start finishing it off. We've got the Garden of Life up. We've got the Garden of Life up. We can summon the weapons again. We can summon the weapons again. Yes, call to his bidding, thy ancient instruments of death. He's not dead, he's sleeping. Rekka, mate. Mate. Get involved. Get involved. Oh, we've lost Muatu. We've lost Muatu. Krayven, back on thy feet. Thunderous Blows, you can afford one of them. I think a Skyward Kick is the order of the day. Bang. Sit on your ass, Croco boy. Just going to move him to there because I find it stupid that he stood inside the model. I don't like that they stood inside the model of the neck.
My pleasure.
Right, Ninagas Freezing Pillar. Oh, right, that's going to start ticking for like 80 plus per turn. No one else really needs rezzing that matters. Let's get another Rusted Armor. Decided against the hentai tactics this time. No enormous whipping jungle vine. Let's get some armor down. I think we got this. I think we got this. Right, Ancient Instruments of Death. We'll pull the bow back a ways. Yeah, okay, solid. These things are going to wreck it. Alright, you can just keep shooting back. Good job, Constantine. He stayed up. He had some near misses there. Our other animated weapon, right, the spear can come in from there. This thing's got a knockdown component on it, so we'll just do it every time. Reproned it. Beautiful. And the animated, the sword is a paladin sword. So with the Flames of Devotion, it's like my favourite ability that Palagina has, although she's not with us. Bam! 69 giggity damage. And Rekka.
The pleasure is mine.
Redweird. If Redweird was a fantasy warrior, he would be Rekka.
You were saying?
Just keep going. Just keep going. We got this. We got this, fam. Flurry of arrows. Things distracted for a round. Quite the stack of debuffs on it now. Quite the stack of debuffs. Apex Predator, my ass. Lurk noms time for me. Have delicious noms, Mandy. Is it Taco Day today? Or is that during the week? I can't remember. Oh, look at you, Pudsey. Almost hitting 600 creds already. Good on you. Alright. Yours truly, my namesake. We've only got 5 resonance stacks. Can we get another round? Bang. I think we're going to kill it within this round with the weapons we have now. Especially with rusted armor. going off. Grazed it. Oh, grazed isn't good. That'll only last for It's re-hobbled. It's re-hobbled. It tried to get back up and is re-hobbled.
I've lost too much water.
Oh, okay. Takei, who's looking like he's about to go down. Let's do a wounding shot. The thing's back on its feet. Bam. I really hope one of the if the animated weapon gets the killing blow, I'll be a little bit mad. It probably will. If one of these animated weapons is going to steal the killing blow from us being awesome. Yo, Dairiva. It is one huge reptile. It's not Taco Day. I'm not really sure what he made. Fair enough. I can't even get tacos as takeaway as I'm. That sucks. Basically only pizza, Indian and Chinese. Every day is Taco Day in the sisterhood. But oh my god, Jess. Wow. Wow, Evil Jess. Dairiva, thanks for any luck you've been doing already. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. You can get through this, and I need to do some shout-outs for a couple of people. Oh, killing blow stolen by an animated spear. Although that's a very cool death sequence. Alright, just pause in sounds for now.
A heap of blood and scales.
Achievement unlocked, the greatest opponent. You've gained an item, ingredients, Porokoa's eye. What's this? Porokoa's eye. This large, glistening eye periodically twitches with some faint echo of watchfulness. Though unblinking and dead, the eye is moist and slick to the touch. Sloshing, really? I now need the toilet, with the weight of congealed vitreous humour. Porokoa are known for their sharp awareness and patience in the hunt, and from this eye alone it's fair to assume that this organ came from an adept predator. Right up the butt to boot. I know, we stabbed it in the arse.
The massive creature expires with a tired hiss, and you sense the familiar phenomenon of a soul departing a body. Only the energies involved are of a size and scale that threatens to overwhelm you.
We stabbed this thing a lot. That's quite a bloody mess it's made on the floor.
The essence rages around you as if desperate for direction. You can provide it.
Oh, we actually get the choice. We actually get the choice. Sunder the soul's connection to Galawain with Slayer's Claw and allow Wahemi to possess the beast. Return the soul essence to the crucible and wildlife of Kazawari. So we could actually end up not keeping our word. We've connected the column. But if we do, Wahemi will just break the column again. Send the soul essence to the wheel. Channel the soul essence into... Oh, that's cool. Basically, if we return the soul essence to the crucible, we'll get another Galawain's blessing buff. And I checked it up. It does stack. For every time you return essence to the crucible, you get another +2. So we're up to +6. We can empower Muatu. If we'd done that, the actual summon of Muatu would be super powerful. It would have been good to do for the sake of min-maxing in the gameplay, but that's not what I've been wanting to do in terms of lore and everything. Again, send the soul to the essence of the wheel would give us the Barath's blessing, which will be +2 bonuses against whatever she gets, and absorb the soul essence for yourself is a thing you can do with most of the major souls, but I'm going to keep my word. Sunder the soul's connection to Galawain, which will piss him off with Slayer's Claw and allow Wahemi to possess the beast. I said I would. Let's get a somewhat, hopefully, might not be the happiest ending, but it'll be a decent enough... I don't know what's going to happen with this. Let's find out. But I said I'd do this. So sunder the soul's connection to Galawain with Slayer's Claw and allow Wahemi to possess the beast.
Focusing your strength into one devastating swing of the Slayer axe, you strike at the mass of souls. The jagged blade tears through the luminous mist of soul energy, ripping dark fissures that spiderweb across the glowing mass.
Galawain gonna be mad.
You feel Galawain's enraged presence receding from the crucible, vanishing across the sea in an instant.
Oh, he's pissed. He's now got no insurance against Aethys.
You channel the massive soul into the statue of Toamowhai, even as the faces of the hunt escape it. The giant reptile shudders.
Alright. There's now a giant beast actually in the statue of a giant beast, and the trapped souls of the 3 kith, their duty long done, can go to the wheel. Total quest experience. Lots! Right, what the hell are we going to get out of this? He flipped the table and stormed out. Humarai straightens, though she cradles one arm gingerly with the other. What is it with all the gingers today?
It's over then? The souls have been quieted?
We can either say option 1, the strife. I'll just unmute for a little bit, but I'll remute if we have more dialogue. Bestiality. At this point, the hunter wonders, couldn't it have been an enchanted claw instead? Blades. The strife existed between the 3 souls that served Toamowhai within this place. That matter is settled. Or 2, the crucible's connection to the stream of souls is broken, but I have now repaired it. Or 3, such details are for the champion of the hunt alone to know. I don't need to say that there was strife between those that served Toamowhai. The crucible's connection to the stream of souls is broken, but I've now repaired it. I think that's the most useful thing. So whatever's there's no longer basically the soul drain is no longer clogged, which is the problem. So option 2, the crucible's connection to the stream of souls is broken, but I've now repaired it.
The faces did it to themselves, fighting over their future.
Thank you, Constantine. Appreciate you piping up with the stuff I wanted to keep quiet.
That would explain the turmoil I have felt. Every soul fallen in the arena, unsure of where to go.
She slowly shakes her head and then looks up to meet your eyes.
Thank you for helping them.
Takirosh! Hello, I'm a blackguard? No! Hello, you Krayven blackguard. Very good playing with the wordplay. I clean out the soul pipes. Now how about you clean... Oh, Jesus Christ. Jess.
I'll remember what you did, even in my next life. Promise.
Thank you. Good. I'm glad we didn't end up screwing over Muatu. It's always fun when the party members pick fights. Very true. Very true. Unless they get so mad that the party members leave. Option 1, what now? 2, I'm glad I could help. 3, it wouldn't be a day in my life where I'm not solving some idiot's problems for them. Oh my god, to do a nasty playthrough. To do a playthrough where you just play an asshole. To just get all the best lines. 4, somebody had to make sure your death had purpose. I actually kind of like number 4. Option 1, what now? Interesting enough, but 3 is great, but it's not in character. We all know this. I just like reading them out. Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you, Takarosh. I didn't realise it was so uncommon not to know that. Very, very old word, Victorian kind of word. And how are you? Thank you for any lurking you've been doing this evening already, by the way, Takarosh, and welcome to the chat. I'm glad I could help. It's very straightforward, but somebody had to make sure your death had purpose, which was he died in order to have this thing done. So I think there's a bit more of a kind of commitment aspect to this. So somebody had to make sure your death had purpose.
I take it Muatu's present. I hope he knows how much we appreciate him.
I think she was the one who decapitated him in order to send the message.
Now we live, we seek, and we slay.
And we survive. She grins, sharp teeth glinting. She looks into your eyes. She wants a bit of Krayven. Well, who doesn't? Hey, baby, you want to be God to... Oh, God damn it. Jess is always... Whenever it's the big moment, she just gets... dials it up to 11 with the sexual innuendo, and everyone's immersion goes... Don't ever change, mate. Don't ever change.
We survive.
Oh, there we go. All right. There we go. Right, I think if that's the actual end, we'll now get the kind of post-DLC credits.
I hear tale of another artifact ripe for the reaping.
Oh, there's some other artifacts we can collect. Okay, let me turn the alerts and stuff back on. I'm good. Came home from an event I hosted called Cabin Con 2020. Basically a glorified cabin trip with friends. That sounds really fun. That sounds really good. Right, at that point, I'm going to drop a quick save. So we've actually got that saved. We've got at least one level up to do, but I'm going to get some shout-outs done. Is any of my counsellors, I think Melissa's probably with her pen and paper, a Superclass, Mandy's gone off for dinner, I know Lila's lurking. Superclass, are you there? Pipe up in the chat if you're there. Got a couple of shout-out requests to do. Any other mods if you're available. Town councillors if you're available. Just need to do a couple of bits. Right, so despite having actually done all of this, I was expecting us to get a post-thingy sequence. I bested and protected the Crucible from Galawain's destructive rampage. Alright, cool. Yeah, there's only a black guard if there's a space between black and guard, and that's kind of like a typical, like an evil paladin or some sort of black knight fantasy kind of heavily armoured evil character in some classic fantasy game. But yeah, I'm no stranger to my British period dramas, and Blackguard A blackguard is how Blackguard got dialectically modified rather than blackguard for blackguard. Yes, I could well imagine why. Right, we've got some leveling up to do. So Constantine has finally hit level 18. I was really hoping at the end of a whole bit of DLC these guys would hit like level 20, but apparently not. Let's give him a sleight of hand is good enough. Let's give him a bit more athletics. And he's our alternative historian to when we haven't got Jyoti in the party, so we'll give him some more of that. And abilities. Open to suggestion. Decadency. Paging decadency. Do you have any ideas of what to take for a chanter at this sort of level? What did I miss with the misses? Trying to be Alabast. In Astral Doodad. It was dropping back into lurk, helping the missus with prep for an interview. Have a great stream. No worries, Diareva. Take care of yourself. And indeed, good luck with helping her prep. Good luck to Mrs. Diareva. Let me have a look here. So we've opened up power level 8. With Furious Vengeance, drove her dagger into his heart, increased the penetration of allies in the area. Oh, that's a really nice buff. That's really good. Or we could power up the Biting Winds, because that's between 2 or more enemies. That's really effective. What does this one do? We'll now bounce many more times. That's cool. Very cool. I'm waiting till we get to like this level, and then we can take Prestige, because Prestige is an amazing passive buff. Or the arrow sings beneath the dragon's scales. Oh, that's one of the passive auras. +1 penetration aura. Well, this is an active one, but it costs like 6 phrases, which is really big and really expensive. Mercy and kindness followed her wherever she walked. What does that do? 50% healing done for 1 round. But that's per... You can actually have that running the entire time. Allies receive more health from healing. That's really tempting, actually. The bride caught their ruse and set to make them pay 5 phrases. Empowers allies. What about some of the ones that are a bit cheaper lower down? Their bones still slept under hill, none can say. Summons 3 skeletons. We've already got one that summons a skeleton every round. The shield cracks each time. Oh, each time an enemy takes damage, the effect's duration is increased. That makes that suddenly super useful. That means that starts stacking constantly. We actually I know where I saw that before. We had that on our other on Endings Godlike. He's a multi-class. He's a priest and a chanter. That shield cracks is a great bonus. I'm starting to miss it. What we got here? Rejoice, my comrades, 2 fingers of daylight. That the Jess will be all over that. Hugs back, Pudsey. Hugs back. Always increase the penetration. The chanter creates 2 bouncing beams of pure light that restore health and grant immunity to resolve afflictions. That's pretty good for 4 phrases. This one, though, powering up the shield cracks. I think at level 19, level 20, we get 2 more abilities. So we could power up the... Oh, wow. Summons an additional instrument of death. Yeah, we're definitely going to be powering up that one. And what we got here... Great Worm of the Mountains. Call to the sky an adult dragon. Right, having that as well. How much does that cost? 7 phrases. I like the idea of summoning an adult dragon. I think, though, we're going to take the shield cracks, because that suddenly makes Hel Haraf crash super good. It's a pity it's the end of the DLC. I should have picked that earlier. And, of course, folks, there is a hunt in the chat.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Okay. Let's take that one. Before we do anything else, there's more artifacts to recover. However, I'm going to recover the last handful of artifacts off stream, I think. Because, although we could just dedicate the rest of the stream to Seeker, Slayer, Survivor, but I don't think we'll actually get the remaining artifacts recovered in the time we have left. So I'm tempted to sort of come back here in future.
My patrons will sleep, of course.
Okay.
Let me show.
Did we? Oh, we didn't unlock a new area for winning the whole thing. We'll rest in the larder again, patch ourselves up. Yeah, the fact that, because that armor debuff is not that powerful, but it's quite nice for the fact it only costs two phrases. It can nerf their armor by a round or two, and then if every time they take damage it starts stacking. That's just brilliant. Right, back to this here room. Back to this here room. And we'll pick up these last remaining rumours of an artifact, because one of them we've already discovered and battled. So, Ngari.
Welcome back.
The way he says welcome back is so creepy.
I hope I can be of service, friend.
Have you any new rumours of artifacts for me to locate?
Your performance during the final battle impressed many, the faces of the hunt included.
They're kind of gone. Hand flat on his stomach, he bows slightly at the waist.
If you would hunt more artifacts, all would enjoy seeing you again in the arena.
Okay.
The seeking face whispered of a tapestry. Stolen on the seas. Now hanging in a shop on the water. Filch it from the filcher, and the spider shall be pleased.
But it feels a bit redundant now that there's just an angry crocodile. What's going to be funny is if we do these fights and it will still have the voices of the old Seeker Slayer survivor, because those are the ones pre-programmed for the fights. I don't know how though. I don't know how, simply because there's no way to get access to these last ones until you've beaten the whole thing.
The slaying face growled of a statue, that of a great tracker, defaced. Hunt the hunter's crown in a ruined Huana city, long flooded and overgrown.
Okay.
The surviving face respects
We've already done
even
it.
the survival of a wounded god. Though she burned, the exiled queen persisted. Retrieve a part of her from the seat of her power.
And it's already task completed. That was the finger we found by accident while hunting for something else. It's already done.
You now know, as I know.
Okay, so we've done that. What I'm going to do is drop a regular save here. I'm now going to say I spoke with the faces of the hunt. The reason I'm doing a separate save for that, and I'll do a quick save as well, is because I don't... If this ends up ending the DLC and we can't come back, I'm going to have to reload it so we can get those final 2 artifacts. Because that's a new option.
Back. I hope I can be of service.
This is a new option right here, and I don't want to rule out those 2 quests, so we might still have that going on. You gave him the finger, I really did. I was checking his prostate. So I spoke with the faces in the beyond.
Galade, you are most blessed.
He stares at you with wide eyes.
If I might ask, what did you learn from them?
So option 1, the faces were 3 memories of lives lived by a single awakened soul, and they were watchers. Well, one of them was a watcher. 2, does it matter? Will it change what you've learned from them, what they've given you? 3, they were not gods, but neither were they mere kith. They were servants set in place by Galawain himself. 4, you might not. Like, if I might ask, you might not. Such things are only for the champion of the hunt. That's such a shitty thing to say. This seems to be a bit of a mistake, because they're a single awakened soul and they were watchers. They weren't. Only the slaying face was a watcher, because the seeking face specified that he's a watcher and I'm not. He can know stuff I don't. So that's actually a slight mistake. The writers there have made a mistake to say and they were watchers. That kind of rules that option out. Does it matter? Will it change what you've learned from them, what they've given you? I would say option 3. I'll just tell the truth, because I mean, will it change anything? He asked. What did you learn? They were not gods, but neither were they mere kith. They were servants set in place by Galawain himself. I mean, I would like to take option 1, but the fact they've added and they were watchers, that's literally not the case. That's a straight up writing mistake that's kind of spoiled me taking that option now. So option 3, they were not gods, neither were they mere kith. They were servants set in place by Galawain himself.
Incredible.
He nods to himself.
I always suspected something of the sort. The gods are too great to suffer rivals.
Okay, alright, well that option happened, that's fine. Let's see what Humare's got to say now. Maybe saying the wrong answer. See if you were listening. No, there's definite. It's just a mistake in the writing, or it's just an oversight in the writing. Of the three faces of the hunt, one of them was a watcher, and another one specifies that she wasn't, and they were watchers. Oh, maybe the devs were writing in a little test. You mean? Maybe the devs are giving a little bit. Maybe they were, and in which case I passed. I caught it. Humarai.
Greetings, champion. You again honor the Crucible with your presence.
Oh, interesting. I'm here to defend my title. I had other questions.
Ask them.
Oh, okay. We haven't actually had a full conclusion to... We didn't quite have as long a conclusion as we did with the Beast of Winter. When we finished the Beast of Winter, the whole area was closed off, and then the only thing we could go back to was the ice flow. Maybe that whole bit of dialogue with severing the soul and moving the soul in with the voice acted bit was the actual true finish. Not sure. Probably Lone Wolf, because it's still we had it recently. The best way to do it is just do it. Actually, yes it is. Yes it is, because if there hasn't been a message saying the hunting lodge is ready again, it means it's still cooling down. Yeah, what'll happen, Lone Wolf, is that when that 14 minutes 19 seconds is up, the bot will say the hunting lodge is ready again. Yeah. I think it's just a mistake. If you selected it, they might be like, but no, that's true. Yeah, fair play. Obsidian deserve a lot of credit. With a game this big, they have made the occasional mistake in the writing. Actually, I want to know more about you.
There's little to say of my own past.
Let's find out a bit more.
I arrived a nobody, but rose to champion.
Smiling, she rubs her chin. Just a little bit of epilogue. Let's find out a bit about Humaire, who was the sort of person who sent for us. The lodge is totally not on fire. Evil just hides a bucket of water.
For reasons unknown to me, this place chose me as caretaker. It has been a simple life in many ways, but an incredibly fulfilling one.
Tell me about your time as champion.
That must have been 30 years ago, 40? Gods only know.
Wow, she's lived a long time, considering she's clearly not old.
My pack and I fought for the boar's glory. We raged like the warriors of old legends. How brave we were, how terrible. After we won, my pack wished to return home, but I knew in my heart I had been chosen. Not only by the surviving face, but by all of them.
She's pretty badass then.
The faces of the hunt almost never speak to me, but they did on that day. They bestowed on me all I need to know to steward the Crucible.
Interesting. Do you have the option of leaving?
Perhaps, but it's largely irrelevant. I have purpose and wholeness here at the Crucible.
Okay.
In my youth, I felt the Seeker's urge to see the world, but this island has cured me of my wanderlust.
So you haven't left the island in years? Okay.
While I wouldn't mind being cursed to stay on the island, I still have to travel at times.
Okay, fair enough.
The trials require it on occasion, as do my tasks as caretaker. Owatu did not fly to you by magic.
Fair enough. You actually delivered a head in a box. This is an extra from 7.
Not magic, maybe, but tricks all the same.
He looks quickly at Ngari, his dark eyes narrowed. Yeah, Constantine does not like Ngari much. I don't blame him either. What exactly are your duties as a caretaker?
Counsel for those seeking answers, such as this conversation we're having.
Oh, how very self-circular. Yeah, no worries, Lone Wolf. Totally fair question, but yes, if you haven't seen, if you see in the chat that like there's been a hunt and there hasn't been a follow-up message by the bot that says the lodge is available again, that means it's not ready. And if you ever want to find out, you can do !hunt at any time, and it'll either trigger a new one or it'll give you a cooldown like that. So you're all good. You're all good.
Otherwise, I oversee the wardens and see to the repairs of the Crucible's physical components.
Ah, okay. Of course, yeah, because they do different types of battles.
Then there are the less glamorous tasks. Dealing with the steady stream of corpses, for example.
Soylent Green for everybody. Sounds like this place would fall apart without you. Very much.
In truth, I am not necessary for the crucible to function. Through the statue, Toamowhai has worked his will upon this place since before my time. He will do so long after I'm gone.
Toamowhai is not real, but let's keep that to ourselves. I'm curious about this place.
This is the heart of Toamowhai's sacred isle. This temple to battle was built millennia ago. Long have the faces of the hunt presided over these trials.
The whole thing was built as a big soul trap to see if they could make a machine do what Watchers can do, but okay.
Was there something specific you wanted to know?
What I'm doing is I'm wanting to see her perspective, because we've now got the inside track. We know the reality of what's going on and why it was built, who's behind it, the Ingwithans and the Okaizo and everything. But I'm curious what she still stands, what she knows, and if we have the option to tell her anything further. Now we've done the thing. I thought it was a dick in a box, not a head. No, this time it wasn't a dick. Jess, renew. Who built this place and when?
Countless generations have passed since Juana of many islands first came here. Before this place was built, the lands were arid, almost barren. But Toamowhai filled the isle with wildlife, monstrous and minute. When this much blood spills, the grass grows unbounded.
Sounds healthy.
Whether Toamowhai guided the creation of this place, or if building this place attracted Toamowhai's favor, I cannot say.
Right, so we really can't sort of break her myths. There's no option to tell her, yeah, Toamowhai's not real. Galawain got involved. It was built to capture souls. The Ingwithans. It was a test ground for what the Ingwithans eventually did to Ukaizo.
But he is here.
No, he's not. Who's actually in charge?
Well, Toamowhai, of course.
Right, so nobody.
A few fools have attempted to seize Kazuwari as their own, but it crawls with warriors eager to preserve the unruly chaos of this place. Would-be tyrants die quickly here.
That's good. Well, tell me about the faces of the hunt.
They are the three ways in which Toamowhai is known to us. As the slayer of all threats, as the survivor of all challenges, and as the seeker of all answers.
I'm wondering if this was actually available before we did the final bit. It feels like it was.
The Stelgar, the Boar, and the Spider embody these three facets of our god.
But each time I talked to her, this option to discover more about her in the background wasn't there, so I feel like it's new. It's interesting, the way it's written seems to be relevant more to before you find out the truth of the place, rather than once you come back from speaking to the faces.
Finally, someone speaks sense about God. One force, many faces. What is so difficult to understand?
So Rekka, if you don't already know, you find him at the edge of the map, clinging onto some wreckage. And he was actually, although he's a warrior, he's on a religious pilgrimage. He's essentially a missionary. And he comes from a land way, way away. Like it's not even of the known lands of the world of Pillars of Eternity, because there's a whole bunch that are described. And that you can go to, a couple in the first game, there's a couple in this game, and he's from off the map. And the funny thing is, from where he's from, they have this completely different belief, essentially a kind of, there's only one god thing. The irony is, in this world there is actually multiple gods, because they were constructed. The Ingwithans, this ancient race, made them. So he's truly religiously delusional. His whole monotheism in this world has been repeatedly proven wrong, and he's like, oh, finally someone's talking sense about God. It's like, no, mate. the gods that exist now didn't exist from the beginning of the world's time, but they have been created.
The great statue overlooking the crucible is also the faces of the hunt. Through it, Toamowhai provides for us innumerable foes.
Does he come from a land down under? You better run, you better take cover. Kersey, that's brilliant. Where women roar and men thunder. He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. It's what is it? He was 6'4". I met a man from Brussels. He was 6'4" and full of muscles. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. That song's hilarious. If the faces of the hunt are Toamowhai, why haven't they provided guidance?
Well, the faces are a manifestation of Toamowhai. And not exactly the same thing, but...
She coughs nervously.
The faces do not exactly converse. I've petitioned for guidance and have been met with silence. The faces will speak, but only when they wish to be heard.
Well, let's find out more about the competition. I'm really surprised that either I missed this or this wasn't available. It'd be more surprising if this wasn't available before the sort of end final mission.
Hunters and warriors
so it's just more about the competition.
Aora come to seek conflict and revel in the dance of life and death. The Crucible welcomes any petitioner wishing to test their skills. And the faces honor contenders that best embody their virtues of the hunt.
Okay.
What particularly held your interest?
Oh, I love this. Did everyone get a ghost for an invitation?
No. Most are here because they worship Toamowhai, though many name him Galawain. Regardless, they hear the call.
Galawain hijacked Toamowhai and actually made him essentially a real god. What form do these challenges take? Well, we already know that.
Some already. You will experience more yet.
I think this is all there before the final battle.
Meeting them as they come is part of the challenge.
What's the prize?
Every
okay,
challenger that completes the rite of passage becomes a contender, eligible to compete. The 3 chosen packs face off to determine the champion of the hunt.
We've done this. We know what happens.
Beyond this, each victory in the Crucible earns you the Lord.
Okay. All right. Well, that was more of the background, but I must have missed this. Earlier, or it appeared later on, but not after the final battle.
Greetings, champion.
I like that we have the option to defend our title. Jesus Christ. Very VIP. Darkens, thank you for the 75 biddies. Thank you. And hello, Resident Nuke for Prez. Thank you for any lurking and so on you've been doing already. Alright, I think we're actually done here. So what we're going to do is go back into the big wide world. And there is a small quest that the next part of it didn't unlock until we'd actually moved to the 3rd act of the game, which is what we're in now. It didn't unlock until we had actually done the Magran's Teeth, you know, the big volcano with Aethys, and the volcano explodes on him and Ondra tries to drown him, and because he's in that enormous statue he's completely indestructible. So back on the world map, and yeah, this little quest opened up to do with using animancy to teleport. We haven't done it yet. So what we're going to do is a bit of party management, because we've leveled up a bunch of our new folks, but it's time to strip down some of their gear now. Time to strip down some of their gear. Especially like miraculous healing potions, because it's time to bring the A-team back a little bit. Kapana Taga, we'll have that out of there. We can put back on what we want later, but if we're not using these folks... special boots. I think we've already got gauntlets and discipline. Yeah, Widewind Sundial, Champion's Cape. We're having that back. The Maw of Ingramic. Special necklaces. You can keep those. We've only got one other fighter. These rings. This extremely good legendary armor. And the belt. You can keep the. No, we'll take the boots. We'll take the boots. In fact, no, we're fully stripping you down. We're fully stripping you down. You as well. especially upright captain's belt. Tempted to give that back to Krayven, actually. Ring of minor protection, gauntlets of greater oogly boo, Cypher's shackle. We'll actually give that to a Cypher. The pale hide is extremely good as well. Ring of overseeing, this helm of the falcon, storm turner cloak, the bounding boots. Right, Maya can keep a couple of bits because she's quite helpful, like that, like this legendary bow. Is anyone else able to use a bow in our primary party to build things up? Not, it's still legendary. No, we're having it. We're having it. And taking this stuff as well. So it's we're sort of stripping down. Oh, we'll have the Willbreaker back as well, and Saint Omaku's Mercy, and the Mechanical Marvel, and the Miscreant's Leathers, and the Statue, and that potion. Good. The B team know who they are. Fuck it. Take the lot. Take the lot. I try and leave some stuff on her because she's a full companion. Don't forget the old sound effects. There's one in the chat. Muatu's head. That's super useful. What's she currently wearing? Swift Hunter's garb. We'll leave that on. That's not so good. The dragon pendant, we'll have that back. This Black Blade's hood is pretty good. Oh, no, not that. Not that. She's not got anything left there. She can keep her sharpshooter's garb. The rings of thingy. The belt. The frost fur mantle. Sure-footed's rather good. Let's give her an alternative pair of boots. No, we'll just take those off. Okay, and Takehu's pretty solid, but we'll take some stuff back from him as well. Physica's belt, I think we got one. The Ring of Overseeing will come. Ring of Minor Protection can stay. Boots of Evasion off. Gauntlets of Greater Reliability. Trinkets are already automatically detach. Those are his own weapons. They can stay. We'll be taking back these things. And you can keep hold of that. That one's superb. Yeah, keep those, that's fine. That's actually on him permanently. He's got the soulbound thing, and the Strand of Favor we'll have. Storm Turner Cloak, we got a few spare. Okay. Time to do... Oh, you must be sailing. Right. Let's do some party management. Rekka got to level 19. Constantine got to level 18. She only got to level 18. I'm surprised. And he got to level 19. Let's have the A squad back. Let's have the A squad back. Another Plated Dust Viper down. Let's have Adair. We're all a little gay for Adair. Palagina, Jyoti, and Aloth. Level 20, level 20. She's nearly level 20, level 20, level 20. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to retool them up. Going to retool them up big time. Right, the best trinket. I have to admit, that's grants Martu's aid. Weapon-wise, we're fine. He's fine. Although this armor is very, very good. It's pretty heavy for a monk. I think the only other thing is the belt. This, for 2 rounds per kill against spirit targets. That's good for a paladin. Where's the upright captain's belt? Yeah, +1 constitution, grants hold fast once per encounter. Yeah, have that back. Right, Adair. Now, he's already got his soulbound stuff. What I'm going to give him, he's got the legendary grave calling saber. What other stuff's he currently rocking? Because I'm going to give him the other soulbound weapon. Adair is drowning in soulbound gear. Soulbound freaking armor. Lord Darren's Vulge. He's got a soulbound shield. He's got a legendary sword there. But going to give him something even better. Going to give him... Where's it gone? Where is it? Where's... There we go. We still need to bind it. We still need to bind it and use it in the arena. this bad boy. He's now got the soulbound axe. Bind soul. Right, what's that gone and given us? I got to kill 20 enemies with it. Okay, a dare is an animal. What swords are available? Tarn's respite 23 to 32, 23 to 32. This one does 27 to 38. What's the other next best sword we've got? 23 to 32, 23 to 33. That was actually better. 23 to 33. What does that Baser's Tooth Blade even do? Biting cuts, veil piercing. That's good against spirits. Superb, yeah. Right, I'll actually take both of those off. Grave Calling. His offhand, his third set of weapons is legendary and superb. That is quite delightful. He's still got that potion of insubstantial form. Still got a couple of dogs we can summon. Good. He needs a trinket. He needs a trinket. Boots of the Whites. What special MacGuffin do we give him? What's the really tanky one? I think it's Thingy's Sundial. Wherever it's gone. Come on. Life Through Death. Yeah, that's the tanky one. And the fact it's Wadewan's Sundial is really good for him because he fought in the Saints' War in the first game. Right, old Palagina. Now, we've got patented plates. We've got 2 options of legendary plate armor here. We can give her the 1 dozen stood, which is epic, or this amazing shit as well. So heavy bronze, +1 armor rating against melee attacks, but even more initiative. So she's super slow. Constant rebound, 30% chance to stun attacker with 1 round when hit with a melee weapon. That's it. It's the constant rebound and burnish joints. So -3. That's it. The initiative now breaks even. The 1 dozen stood is really good, but it's not the +10, the 2 armor rating, protection, the God Hammer. Yeah, this patented plate is a little bit better. Why did that not go off? Have I still got that? No, that's available. Don't know why that didn't trigger. Maybe you don't have enough creds, Lonel. Whispers of Nerasilas, trinket, corrosive breath. That's all fine. Ring of minor protection. Oh, gonna give her a better cape. Elois's locket. I think I left most of the good stuff on my A team that I wanted. So the broad belt. We'll take that off and give her the bonus to spirit. And where's a unique cape? Is everyone else? Oh, he doesn't have a unique cape. Cape of great protection. +3 intimidate. Nah, man. What does soul infused even do? Afflicted defenses. I think that actually goes great with her because she's already very intimidating, and then she gets bonus stats when afflicted, which is good for her as a meleeer. She's currently got an exceptional Morning Star. We can do better than that. We've got a superb one right here. Yeah, 24 to 36. Better damage. Oppressive Fear. Relentless. 5% chance to paralyze on tick is solid, but we're going to give her this meaner mace, and she's got this superb Oathbreaker's End, which is also excellent. These need a bit more enchanting. What is that? Whispers of Nerasilas. Maybe there's a better trinket for her. The Detonator Shard for Final Flame. Corrosive Breath once per rest. Corrode damage and frighten now. We'll do the Final Flame. That's more paladin-y for her with the Detonator Shard. Alright, she's pretty well tooled. Have we got any better rings, unique rings? No, that's good. We've got this Adjumat Stalking Cloak. Going to save that for the rogue. That's the one that's good for a rogue. Okay, Priesty Girl. She's already pretty well tooled. Her trinket. One of you's got to have Muatu's head. What we got here? Lost in Time. Not so handy. Champion's Cape. What's she currently wearing? The Magnificent Escape Cape. No, the plus 10 deflection against disengagement attacks. And what's this? Once per encounter. Oh no, that's really good for getting her out of trouble. What's he wearing? Cloak of greater protection. They've all got like really good capes already. Right. I think the champion's cape goes to Aloth then, if it's suitable for a mage in any way. That's the, the rogue cape. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Golden cape. Cape with a gold border. Where are you? There we are. Incoming melee attacks that target deflection and miss have a 10% chance to allowing an instant primary attack riposte. Oh no, that's actually really good for a tank. 1 quick item slot, plus 1 weapon sets, plus 5 all defenses except deflection. Ah, damn it. Ah, damn it. Might actually have to take that one off of him. That's too bad. That's actually better for her, for him. Slightly. Or even for her. Because that's also good for Aloth. Right, I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm doing now. Because her history skill is really, really high. Yeah, 11. Okay, so that's the one that buffs with the history skill can go up for her. So, no, where's the golden one gone? Where did I put it? It's in his gear. Okay, give that to her. Now she's got some extra slots. I've got to still figure out what to do with them. Put in another scroll. I've been cleaning out my office closet today. Found DVD rental from Blockbuster, Shaolin stock of 2004. Might be slightly overdue. Piney, you got to do the right thing. You got to do the right thing and go and hand it in. You know that's the proper thing to do. You know that's the proper thing to do. Piney. Go to your local Blockbuster. I'm sure they're still open. And go do it. Right. Magnificent Escape Cape right there. Oh yeah, Ninagath's teachings. And the cape for him is the champion's cape. Where's it gone? Oh yes, that's just amazing for a tank. That is just so good for a tank. And trinket for her. We've got quite the range now. Whispers of that's corrosive breath. That's just a regular necklace. Mautu's aid is really solid. That one's a mind control-y kind of one. That's a time slow downy one. Resistance to dexterity afflictions. What's she wearing? Grants heads I win, tails you lose. Allows the oh yeah, I've got to start using that more. It's once per encounter. What's he wearing? Grants indecisive. All shield minus 20. Is that random? Is that per encounter? No, but it's there. I've got to remember to use some of these. Ghost touch. Yeah, she's a monster at crushing spirits now. Darkest before the dawn. Once per rest. Yeah, that's a tanky one. What's Krayven still wearing? The heart chime amulet. Oh, that's pretty solid as well. Charm nearby beast for 2 rounds of scoring a beast kill and then plus 2 perception. That's okay. This hood, that's really good for a rogue, much like that rogue cape. Plus 5 all defenses against perception affliction attacks, grants contenders composure. Gain concentration at the start of each combat. That might actually be good for Aloth. What's he currently got on? Captain's Eye. What does that even do? Resistance to perception afflictions. Oh, that would have been so good for a paladin. Minus 10 initiative for two-handed melee weapons. Let's give him this. Aloth looks like a steampunk idiot. Okay, my wizard looks ridiculous. He's got his like weird little oak shotgun and his little steampunky Dwemer helmet. That's so dumb. +2 athletics. What's that? 15 stride, +1 survival. Is that it? Is that all it gives you? Medwin's broad belt. Still better than what he's got. And Physica's thing. Yeah, that's good for her as the healer. Just need to give her some additional weapons, and we're gravy. It's all gravy, baby. I mean, she's got her basic things already, but have we got like a wand or a staff? Exceptional. Rod of the Deep Hunter, exceptional. Surely we've got some superb ones left. Buried somewhere. Ah, it's alright. It's alright. Right. That is a seriously tooled team. What we're going to go after in the time we've got left is... there's some quest back in Nekataka. Sorry, I was so busy concentrating on all of that. I think there's only one left in Alaska. Jesus. That Shaolin Soccer I've never seen. There's still a Blockbuster in Oregon. Time to travel. Any of them still open, or have they been independently bought, or what? That was it. Skipping ahead. So we've got to go to the Spire of the Soul Seers. That's it. It's the top of the VTC, top of the Valiant Trading Company. Okay. Back to Nekataka. Back to Nekataka. I'm amazed Blockbuster still has stores open. I'm sure they'll understand. There's one in Alaska, so there's two. Is that legitimately true? I thought it was a joke. Drazar, take care of yourself, mate. We'll catch you in the week. Yeah, next show, anyone who's wondering, as we'll be done in a little while. Not too long now. Next show is going to be, that's very much going to be the same schedule next week. Might have some small changes. Will be tomorrow, Dark Souls, The Adventures of Sir Daiselot, episode 8. Hopefully going to do better in the depths. I'm also going to try and take care of the curse I currently get before the show starts, but we might have to do that again. And yeah, should be a good time. Should be a good time. The Alaska one's closed, so there's truly only one. They've been a part of Dish Network, part of Dish Network since 2011. Only one left. 2020 in Oregon. That's kind of Blockbuster's become such a meme. Let's go straight to. Could we not go straight to the Valiant Trading Company? Oh, never mind. Maybe it's the wrong time of day. They're only open during the day. The Alaska one closed. That's gutting. See, obviously, folks, the schedule for this week will be up tomorrow, my daytime, but it's looking to be a fairly typical one again. Ah, yeah, it's the middle of the night, right? Because the Valiant Trading Company headquarters, I think they're on the top. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Flown has sent me a missive informing me the Animancers have made the necessary adjustments and calculations to make a successful leap between two Ardra pillars. Maybe I should brace for the worst. The Spire of Soul Seers. Where is that? I can't even remember. Oh, I'm wrong. I think it's actually here in the Sacred Stair. Yeah, Spire of Soul Seers. Whoops. Alright, what we'll do is we'll run to this corner. Nice and quick. Ah, it's nice to have the... Oh, before I do, Palagina's able to level up. We've done so much XP with the party. We've done so much XP with the party that now she's like all level 20. They're just automatically granting us a free level. It says a Blockbuster video in my area, open till 11. Oh, wicked. Exiled King 369 says GameStop's going to be the new Blockbuster when all the consoles start selling their games online. Exiled King, I reckon you might be right, and honestly, I hope so. I love a good independent game store that does other stuff, but GameStop and so on, and like in the UK we just have Game. They suck. They just keep robbing money from developers with the resales and try and cut them out of the equation. I will be very, very happy to see GameStop go under. Oh, Palagina's hit level 20. Beast. She's already got 11 Intimidate, and she's going to have a bonus from her cape, which is, yeah, 14. She's got Intimidation of 14, which is ridiculous. Okay, we'll give her a bit more in athletics. I should give her some bombs as well. Her explosive ability is pretty good, and we'll give her a bit more bluff. Oh, what do we get? Level 20. Well, we already get this Light of Pure Zeal, which burns vessels and spirits. She's a true undead hunter. Choose an ability. Sacred Immolation. So, do we take Divine Immolation? Do we level that one up? Or do we choose Prestige to increase the power level? Always tempting to take Prestige. Going under, they killed Think Geek. Oh, bastards. Sounds like a boomer kidnapping operation to me, Darkins. Oh, I can't. Oh, Piney. Sacred Sacrifice. The paladins defeated during the immolation, they revive with full health shortly afterwards. Oh, that's very nice. Oh no, we already took Divine Immolation. Each pulse also heals the paladin's nearby allies. Right, do I want to level up any of these other ones or make them better, or take Hastening Exhortation? I don't really. The only one I've done is to make a better reviving command. I've done Glorious Beacon. I think it's going to have to be Prestige. Prestige is just so good. Oh, and a weapon specialty. She's got two-handed maces, two-handed poleaxes. Has she got ability with regular two-handed axe? No. Oh, she's already got a bunch of two-handers. I'm tempted to give her the ability to use a large shield. She is a paladin after all. Yeah, fuck it. Doesn't really matter. Let's just do that. Prestige and large shield. Palagina. Absolute animal. I think they invert the map at the odds of each other. I think you might be right. They threaten workers to keep stores open during the government date is shut down by trying to say they're essential service. I remember Jim Sterling covering something about that. Yeah, GameStop are a pack of cunts. Right, also, let's get in formation here. Sure? Okay, Sacred Stair, and we'll go straight to the Spire of the Soul Seers. Info says it's open 10 AM to 11 PM, and the map says it's closed. With COVID, you never know. That's very true. Very true. I like the idea that there's only one left in Oregon. It's because in Oregon, everyone's too stoned to shut it down. Alright, this is where we need to be for this quest. That's a bit of... Are you that curious, Darkins? I need to know if this Alaskan Blockbuster still open, so I can go. I know this guy, Piney Druid. I'm going to dob him in for the not returning Shaolin Soccer from 2004. If you actually did that, I would piss myself laughing. Alright, it's been a long time. In real world times, it has been an eternity since we were last here. Where's the lady we were talking to? Flaunalette, there she is. Okay, let's go. We've got a pretty OP party to go and handle this now. Let's do a hunt. Let's squeeze in one more hunt. Let me lead you to glory. Having been to Oregon, I confirm that 1 in 3 people would smell of weed. Yep. All right, Flaunalette, what you got?
Excellent timing.
Uh-huh.
We're getting consistent readings, and I believe we're ready to try again.
Yeah, I've only done like a million things since I last talked to you, lady, but apparently I've got excellent timing.
That is, if you're up for it.
Flaun does a poor job of hiding her anticipation. She bounces slightly on her heels. You really sure it'll work this time?
Clinging to certainty is a novice's mistake.
Yeah, really.
We keep open minds here. But seriously, I think we're on to something.
Flaun gives you an encouraging grin.
It's just the same as before. You focus on the Adra pillar, the machine gives you a boost.
Let's just do it. I'm ready.
Great. To work, everyone. Let's get this underway.
Go.
And you, just relax, but also be sure to concentrate very carefully.
That's a little bit contradictory. Relax, but concentrate really hard. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. An eternity, you say?
Look for the next Adra pillar. Once you have the connection, just step through.
Blockbuster is a scam. SCAAAM.
God damn it, text-to-speech bot. He was clearly saying scam. Hey, welcome back to the chat, Feneth. Alright, let's just jump on through. This will be fine. Thank you so much for 75 biddies. Any more hunters? Any more hunters? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get a couple more for the Stone Crusher Phoenix. Ah, Simi's in. But apparently there's still one blockbuster up, Simi, in Oregon, apparently. Once again, you feel the essence in the Ardra like a physical thing beside you. This time, however, the cord of energy that tugs at you is insistent but manageable, and through it, you can feel what Flawn was describing, a connection running through the tower and beyond, where it splits in all directions. Oh, what a great split of profit. Beautiful. Another Stone Crusher Phoenix is down. Colour leeches from the world around you as you drift into the between. You feel the connection draw taut, like a pulled rope, and then pull! Oh, fuck. Now I feel old, I'm only 24.
Oh, I'm about to be sick. And this sure doesn't look like an Animancer's tower to me.
Okay there, Jody, I missed your accent and your sexy times.
Yeah?
Okay, where the devil are we? Pahawanik, why is that familiar? 25 in September. What date, Simi? My birthday's in September as well.
I'll see what I can find.
Right, let's see what we got here. Okay, doorway to an upstairs. There's an empty socket in this panel as if something were removed. Okay, we've got a case of find the magical MacGuffin.
Trouble up ahead.
Zaurip. Oh Lord, this is gonna be over pretty quickly. Adair, good to have a regular fighter back. Good to have a regular fighter back. Wreck him.
How may I help?
Right, how quickly are we going to murder all this lot? I've actually forgotten how to use half of them and what their abilities are good for. Fantastic friends summons a pair of casters. Oh, good God. Spark the souls of the righteous. Why not?
How may I help?
What? I haven't used this party in weeks and weeks and weeks now. I don't know what to do. I don't want to open up with anything. Let's just...
They'll fall by... I cannot whack them any harder.
Okay, that wasn't so great. Right, they're coming running in. The things you find when you dig out an old video. On the 20th, Simi. Oh, I'm on the 14th. Well, it would just be a 1 in 365 chance. I have a topical painkiller for my teeth. I opened it up. There's no hole in the ointment thing, so I can't use it. Oh, you need to make a hole with your teeth. Oh, shit. So in pain I remain. Can you not get like a little pin or like the tip of a pair of scissors or something, Exile King? That sounds sucky. Alright, well, obviously I'm gonna bring my badass monk, because he's gonna make an absolute ruin of these idiots. So, Swift Flurry, Enduring Dance, Thunderous Blows. Let's get this done. Grub
How
Companion.
do you like that?
How quick is this going to be over?
Every day. I'll get the next one.
Oh, damn it, because there was a bunch of them they didn't get. Like, there's still more of them up than should be. Pallegina. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while, old Pallegina. Oh, that spell is going to go off before we can do anything useful.
Death take you.
Death take you. Bang. Adair,
I'm on it. This thing isn't doing the job.
Yeah, I need to use him to kill enemies to level up that sword. We need to give Adair lots of killing blows. Oh, skipping ahead has just updated itself. Yeah, use scissors if you can. Sometimes you can turn the cap around and puncture from the top for safety. Yeah, the top of the cap, in fact, that's a really good point. The top of caps and stuff like that often have like a little spike in a recess that you can turn upside down and use to prick the tube. Oh, fair enough, Busy. Yeah, fair enough. It's a good suggestion, but yeah. So find a way out, skipping ahead. I've been sent off course again. At least I didn't end up underwater. I'm underground, however. Reaching the surface might help me figure out where I am. This place looks like an ancient Huana shrine to Ondra, judging by the statuary. It doesn't seem like the Huana are still in residence. Zaurips have taken over the shrine, led by what appears to be an Eoten. I found a Huana captive tied up within the main hall. Oh! Jesus darkens. Oh! I found a Huana captain. Thank you very much to 75 biddies, dude. That's really, really kind. Really, really kind. I wonder if I can find a way to get a huge jar of jelly beans to you for your birthday. By all means, if you want to me, but no expectation. No expectation. That's really sweet of you to even think. I have a feeling I've been here before, because we didn't get all these updates just having arrived now. I found a Juana captive tied up in the main hall. He told me of his associates, one devoured by the Oten and another locked in a cage to the southeast. I found a panel with an empty socket. It seems to have a connection to the nearby doorway. Alright, so we did all it. We did some of this and we did another bit, but some of these here elsewhere. Well, stab it until it comes out. Can't be any worse than staring at the container of relief you can't use. True. A 20 volt oscillating tool for this job. Piney middle name overkill druid right there. Okay, Adair's already used his abilities. He's in defensive stance. Let's get the rest of them in. We've got some Zarips, we've got the Crystal Eaters. Oh, that stupid thing's coming for me. Worst mistake you'll make. Oh, there's more of them there. Oh, goody. This party's so OP. I can't wait to get them fighting some mega bosses. So yeah, folks, for next Sunday, for Next Story Sunday, we're taking this crew to go up against a couple of the game's mega bosses. They're like level 26 epic level bosses. They're obscene. It's going to be amazing. I managed to find instructions hidden in fine print. I need scissors. Oh dear. Well, glad you got a solution. Glad you got a solution. Ah, come on. Some of them attack Krayven. Attack Krayven so he can get some wounds. Wow, they are really not hitting us very hard. I'm half tempted to put this on Path of the Damned. Oh, there's a bog lurker moving extremely slowly. Okay. Bog bat.
Yeah.
Alright, so that spell utterly failed. Right, need to run her somewhere a bit more.
That would be a no.
What do you... Fucking... The pathfinding in this is just completely... It's getting worse and worse. Alright, so Spark the Souls of the Righteous did not trigger properly. Heals allies and burns enemies. We don't need that yet. Let's just throw up a big old bubble. Right here. Big old bubble. Alright, Krayven, you got any wounds left? No, you don't. Because you suck. All his buffs are still up. Just beat this thing to death. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just regular attacks. From going from that huge crocodile to this kind of shit.
Death to those who oppose the republics.
Hang on. I could maybe do something cooler. Light of Pure Zeal. Burns enemy vessels and spirits for a tremendous amount of damage. I want to see what this is like. Oh, damn it. It only works on vessels and spirits. Well, that was a fucking waste. Whoops. Right, Adair. Adair. Get that bad boy up. Get that bad boy up. Inspired Discipline, because why not? And then, take the hit. Nah, no need. Just
stay behind me.
Bog bat. Okay, that weapon he's currently got is hitting for fuck all.
I'm here.
Hey! Aloth is back. Right, let's actually see what they're weak against. Crush damage, and they're weak to frost. Right, what frost have you got to play with? Shadow Flame causes freeze and paralysis. Let's shrink that down and wreck a couple of them. Pallegine is doing some solid off-tanking. That Bog Lurker's walking at shockingly slow speed. Circle of Protection.
Yeah.
Don't prick holes in your friend's condoms. Let's stand her a little bit closer so the electricity starts hurting people. And shields for the faithful. Oh man, I've missed all these overpowered priestly abilities. We could start raining all kinds of hell on everything. Yeah, go for it. We'll move Krayven out the way. Let's get him round to... has he got enough wounds up yet? No, not quite. Not quite. Move him about there, and everything's still up. We're going to do the stun. We're going to do the chain stun. Haven't done this for a while. Bang.
Where were we?
Something I can
Medication requires instructions open. What does the world come to? Penneth, take care of yourself. Thanks so much for being here. Be a pleasure. Catch you next time, or very soon, I am sure. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday, mate. Well, I suppose you're in the UK. There's not much of it left. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you soon. What is that? Discipline strikes. Let's try a penetrating strike. That's more like it. Need him to land some KBs. Holy crap, the shit numbs the shit out of my mouth with a tiny drop, but not the pain. The pain's still there. Oh, that's a nightmare. Give it a bit. Hopefully it'll kick in. Hopefully it'll kick in.
There's a walloping.
There's a walloping indeed. Nice. Level 9. What do we got? Cloak of Death. Preventing healing. Meteor Shower. Ah, go on then. Go on then, be rude not to. We'll let the Bog Lurker get in range of that. Why did he run so close to his own Meteor Shower?
I am ready.
Right, Palagina just bop this thing on the head. Okay, this is going to do what? Let's hit a couple of them, please. Alright, that was kind of good, but also kind of not really. I didn't expect it to come down that quick. Oh, there's a second round of it. Come on, hit the Bog Lurker a bit. Nice, there goes another one. I'm truly using like weapons of mass destruction to swat insects. Chain lightning. Don't even care what they're weak against. Don't even care what they're weak against. Storm of Holy Fire is going to hit fuck all. Bring in your epic level characters to this kind of fight.
Happy to oblige.
Alright. What else can she do? Let's just do a ray of whatever.
Be on sync.
Healing thingy. Bam. Nailed it. Hashtag nailed it. Right. Krayven just punched this thing to death.
Of course.
Didn't quite finish it off. Barely rubbed my tongue against the stuff. Now half my tongue is numb. Chain lightning goes in and ruins everything. That Grub Master. What you need to do it there is like a big old hit. Penetrating strike right there. Or, you know, failed to do that. We'll save that kill for him.
I am ready.
Right, Palagina, just come over here and kill this thing. That stupid plague striker.
Death to those who oppose the Republics. Perfecto.
Solid. She's doing well with that mace. Why is that thing getting so little movement? There we go. Oh, come on, hit him. Hit him a tiny bit with that spell. Oh, you Bog Lurker sod. Oh, damn it. Oh, we've now got the Bog Bat on our side. We've now got the Bog Bat on our side. Darn. I wanted that kill to go to Adair to level up his weapon. When they are too slow, they really are. Did you dry out well, I think you can't really dry out your tongue. It's for mouth pain, unfortunately, and your mouth tends to stay pretty moist unless you're very dehydrated. Right. Devotions for the faithful. Yeah, go on then. Have some of that.
Oh.
Aloth move here, so that electrical doom ability. What we got? Ninagath's Death Ray. Bit of a waste on one. Where's something nasty to put against one target? Killing Bolt. Yeah, that'll work. Right, the Bog Bat is now our friend for some stupid reason.
Yeah.
Krayven, you can just come and get involved and start beating this thing up.
Absolutely. And that's how it's done.
So you got... Oh no, a bunch of his buffs have worn off. Okay, Adair. Come and deal with this thing. Damn it! Palagina, come to here. You don't need any killing blows.
Death to those who oppose.
And re-empower. And one of them. Okay, Zaurit Plaguestalker. Oh, I sickened Jyoti, jackass. That's true. Devotions for the faithful. Nice. Killing bolts.
Yeah.
That bog lurker's still got quite a bit on him, health-wise.
I hear you.
Let's get her out the way and do something else massively unpleasant. Lashing vine. Put that right there. That's such a high rank spell for her, but not for... Oh yeah, she's a druid subclass. I think she's a priest druid, or she's got like a druid abilities as a little subclass bonus.
I shall deal with this one.
Okay, just to soften that one up a bit more. Alright, all those bonuses are up. Damn it. Right, come on, Adair. Come on, Adair. Get the killing blow. Get the killing blow.
Take that.
No, dude! It's probably going to die from background damage now. Alright, 2 available. 2 available to get killing blows and level up that sword. Alright, Jyoti, just patch us all up because...
Hey there.
May as well just skyward kick you to stop you doing anything. Oh, wow. A hit like that will take it.
Something I can do?
Yes. Get your kills.
May I be? This thing isn't doing the job.
Better. And that one.
Oh?
Aloth, let's get another killing bolt.
Lava will be on sick.
The vine can reach to the bam. Bam. Palagina.
Death take you.
And then put the fire against the bog lurker. Will she make it? She's very slow. She's very, very slow. That bog lurker's fucked.
What can I do you for?
You can do me for free because you're my character's girlfriend. Bogbat gonna die. Vine gets the hit again. Jesus! Oh my word.
Boo.
Boo to you too.
How may I help?
Killing bolt. Does that? Oh, that's summoned a spirit. If you get a killing blow with the killing bolt, you summon a spirit, which is kind of nice. That's excellent. Thank you so much, Darkins, on top of everything else. Again. Bless you. Bless your cotton socks, man. What to do with you? I just want the dead to have his turn. Right, Krayven, get up there as well. Right, Adair, level up your swords. Level up your swords. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Tell me.
What can I do for you? What can I do you for? Sounds like my last relationship. Nice. It's hard to aim this shit without a mirror. I hit my lip, now my lips are numb. I think more haste, less speed, Exiled King. Just take your time. Take your time. And just grab a mirror and see if you can find it. Yeah, so that was... Oh, wow. Those were exceptional level enemies. Those were actually exceptional level enemies. We still completely massacred them, as you'd expect. Okay. Oh, we've got an Andra Doodaddy thing there. There's more to uncover. Well, we just had that scrap. This is a very nice little pickup point because next Sunday we can finish off the rest of this quest for a little bit of dialogue, a little bit of story, and then we can go hunting for some mega bosses, bring in all our best buffs, our best gear, our potions, and our best game to take on try and take on and maybe even beat at least one of the 4 mega bosses as a little bit of a stopgap before we start Forgotten Sanctum, which is the 3rd and final DLC. So I am going to drop a save right there. Do another one. I'll probably do the last couple of artifacts for Seeker Slayer Survivor in the background because I think we can treat that very much as done now. I think you probably are, Darkins. You bucked a trend. You bucked a trend and just went completely ham. But bless you, all of you. So we're going to wrap things there. Stick around for the outro and a little bit of a raid. If you've been watching this after the fact on the VOD on any platform, YouTube or elsewhere, hope you enjoyed it.